Barça fans, how are we doing? Getafe against Barça today, match day 29. 10 games to go in La Liga. We have 10 points. We are 10 points ahead of Real Madrid, but that's because they won yesterday. If we win today, we go back up 13 points ahead of them. Important game against a team that's flirting with the relegation zone. They're in need of wins as well, so it's going to be a tough one as always at the Coliseum Alfonso Perez. Right, lineups are out, so let's go and see what Bruno Ballester thinks of this lineup. Bruno.
Yes, Robert, hello, good afternoon here. Really sunny day in Madrid, in Getafe. And yes, a lineup with several changes today that Xavi Hernandez has introduced. Let's have an eye today with Ter Stegen in goal, with a back four with Alejandro Balde, Araujo, Koundé and Jordi Alba. In midfield, Sergio Busquets, Frank Kessié, Gavi and Sergi Roberto, and up front, Rafinha and Lewandowski. Careful there because there is a high possibility to have Jordi Alba playing as one of the three players up front, with three midfielders, Busquets, Kessié, Gavi, and then Roberto playing as the right back and Balde in the left back. It would make sense, of course, this new system for Xavi Hernandez after this experiment that he tested against Girona with Jordi Alba there up front in the left. So we will have to wait until the first minutes of the match to see if this is confirmed. These are the starting players today. Barça facing Getafe, a team that in the last matches, has put things complicated to the Blaugranas. 1-0 at the Camp Nou this year in the first game, and last year, remember, here at the Coliseum, 0-0 result in a really tough match.
Thank you very much, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second for the Getafe lineup. And as you said, many question marks. We'll try to resolve all of these questions before the game starts. Let's get to it. Joining me here in the studio, as always, Irati Vidal and Spencer Siegel. Guys, how are we?
We're fine. Like, it's a little bit weird this time, right? Like, we are not used to this, but seeing the stadium like sunny and shiny, and it looks cool.
We're used to the 9 o'clock kickoffs.
Well, Bruno's bathing in sunlight right now. Like, we don't normally see Bruno with the sun shining down on him. That's cool.
Right, Bruno was mentioning it. First of all, I want you to rate the lineup from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. On the live chat, let us know your thoughts on today's lineup, knowing that there's two possible alternatives here. One is the one that we have on screen with Balde at right back, Jordi Alba at left back, and 4 midfielders. But there is another option that we're contemplating there. We'll have to wait until the beginning of the game and to see what it's like. But it could be Sergi Roberto at right back, Balde at left back, and Jordi Alba as a left winger like we ended the game the other day. Let us know which of those two alternatives would you prefer. What do you think, Irati?
I think it's going to happen, Jordi Alba and Balde playing the same line, because, I mean, Getafe is a pretty defensive team that is going to park a bus, or they normally do. So having Balde and Alba arriving with those crosses and everything can bring you many opportunities. So I see more that than having 4 midfielders, and because maybe you don't need that many midfielders today.
I saw a question there on the live chat saying, where is Pedri? Pedri, unfortunately, is still out injured. So is Frenkie de Jong, so is Christensen, so is Ousmane Dembélé. None of the 4 will be available today for Xavi Hernandez. We'll see next week. Spence, your thoughts on the lineup, and what are the fans saying?
Yeah, I thought that this lineup that we're seeing on our screen here is very possible because even before Xavi got here, Getafe is not a secret. We know how they play. And when they play in this manner, sometimes, especially given the 2 games that Xavi has had to face Getafe, including last year's 0-0, which was the second to last game of the season, which was a total bore, you need to mix it up to find some way to get in behind and score. And I don't mind the idea of Balde on one side, Jordi Alba on the other, and having both of them be attacking options. And then obviously everybody else sort of fills their gap in their role. I'm seeing a 9 from ProTube and a 9 from Apples Can Speak.
Apples Can Speak, that's an interesting name.
I'm just reading what I see here.
I wish Apples could speak.
But a couple more 9s coming in. People seem to like the lineup. It's just that nobody quite knows exactly how it's going to look.
Yep, we'll have to wait until the beginning of the game, but we do know that there are those 2 options, either Balde at right back or Sergi Roberto at right back. That would mean that Jordi Alba is either left back or left winger. What we do know is that Getafe have generally been a tough nut to crack for Barça, Bruno. They were in the game at the Spotify Cup now, and I'm guessing today will be a similar game with 5 at the back for them.
Yes, 5 at the back for Getafe. Xavi mentioned it in the preview press conference that They always suffer a lot when a team plays with 5 at the back, and Quique Sánchez Flores today playing with David Soria in goal, with Damián, Gené, Domingos, Duarte, Alderete and Iglesias in this back 5. 3 midfielders with Maximovic, Milla and Munir, and up front Borja Mayoral and Enes Unal. This 5-3-2 that, well, is the system that Quique Sánchez Flores has been using in the last games, with Munir there in midfield, is not his natural position, and well, Enes Unal absolutely in form with more than 10 goals in this league, and Borja Mayoral. So Getafe, a team that absolutely needs the points, fighting in the relegation battle.
Right, thank you, Bruno. Indeed, we do know how tough it is against those teams that are battling against relegation. Irati, with Getafe, we always tend to think still of the Bordalas teams, those very defensive teams that's very tough to play against them, especially at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez. With Quique Sánchez Flores, they do like to play a little bit more attacking, but still 5 at the back.
Yeah, they put 5 at the back, but as you said, with Quique Sánchez Flores, is a team that attacks more. Indeed, you see the players, and they have really good players. Luis Milla was performing really well in Granada before. Borja Mayoral is like one international striker that has also played for the national team. And of course, Enes Unal, that is performing outstanding this season, the Turkish guy. I'm not sure if he's going to stay a lot of seasons here in Getafe. So if you see the names on the table, they really attack, but you also see that against Barça, they put that 5 in the back, so we probably can expect that they are going to defend more than attack today.
And Spence, 5 at the back, but still, Munir, Borja Mayoral, Enes Unal, 3 attacking players.
But one thing to notice is that it might be 5 at the back, but it'll also probably be almost like a 5 at the front situation when they're pressing. That's one thing they tend to do well this year, is they press teams who play out of the back very well. Barça are going to be doing that. I expect Getafe to be ready to try and cut off and force a few turnovers in Barca's defensive, or in their defensive third. So that could be a big factor. And yeah, Enes Unal, for me, is one of the class players of this league. You have to watch out for him, especially playing here at home.
You think Getafe, Barça, and when you see it on the calendar, it's always one of those games you think, oh, well, this is going to be a grit and grind one. We'll see what it's like today. Bruno, I do want to ask you and the fans, what do you think the key of tonight's, or this afternoon, I say tonight, it's not tonight, it's this afternoon. We used to say tonight because we always get the 9 o'clock kickoff, but today it's 4:15. What is the key to today's game, to this afternoon's game? I'm going to give you 3 options, if we can get them on screen right now. The first one would be Barça to press high press and force mistakes and create opportunities off of that. 2, to switch off and forget of the last 2 games, the elimination from Copa del Rey and the draw against Girona, and try and get a fresh start. Or 3, patience against that defensive line of 5.
I'm going to go for this high pressure. I think it's important for Barça to press high, make Getafe into problems, not allow them to play as they want. And of course, insist, and try to create chances is the most important thing, because today you know that Getafe are going to try to defend, they're going to try to run at the counter-attack. You also need to have this point of patience, but this high pressure, I think, can be crucial, and the most important thing, to be clinical and create opportunities. And if you score an early goal or some goals before halftime also, I think can be really, really important. So, yeah, some important aspects there. I'm going for that high pressure. I don't know at home, and also you in the studio, which do you think can be this key to the game?
We'll see what the fans think. Bruno, I am enjoying the pre-game soundtrack at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, El Canto del Loco. I'm loving it. Maybe we can keep it in the background. Spence, what I can see is that the fans are voting 2s and 3s, which means that they do think the team need to kind of flip the switch after those 2 games against Real Madrid and Girona.
Yeah. First and foremost, the biggest key to this game is that Bruno Ballester needs to put on sunscreen. Has he done that is the question. I don't know.
Bruno, have you?
No, he hasn't.
Not really. And I think I'm gonna suffer. Also, yesterday I was in the morning in the tennis tournament in Barcelona with a lot of sun. Today, a lot of sun. I think I'm gonna suffer these first days of the week because I need to protect my skin, and all of us will have to do it because it's really important. It's April. I was not thinking about these really hot conditions yet, but yeah, we need to buy sun creams and take care of our skin.
like we say here, Bruno's going to end up like a gamba today, like a prawn.
Yeah.
Spence.
Well, anyway, what I was saying is that I think when you say you need to flip the switch and whatever, I don't think that necessarily has anything to do with this game. I don't think the players are concerned about the way that the past few games have ended because their focus is on this game. That's the athlete's mentality. That's how they think. So for me, it is the high pressure among those three options because they have to be able to get forward and then create turnovers that lead to goals because Getafe aren't going to play out of the back the same way that Barça are.
Feni Peraki says, poor Bruno. Right, let's listen to what our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, had to say to our colleague Marc Brau before this game.
After the draw with Girona and Madrid winning this weekend, the advantage at the top is less, so it's important to win. Yeah, we're here to win, and we want to regain those 13 points difference. We know we're playing against a very direct team, a very effective team who presses you high, and we're going to do our best to counter that. It won't be easy. Will it be similar to the game at the Camp Nou earlier in the season? Yeah, we think they'll line up similar to that. We need to be patient, and we need to shoot from outside the box. We need to get players into the box as well. It's not going to be easier to get through them, to penetrate today. Do you think maybe there's a chance to spring a surprise, putting Jordi Alba up front today? Well, we've changed the lineup a little bit. We'll see how it all sets up on the field. But yeah, they're going to give us, as usual, the options we need.
Those were the words of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, talking about the importance of Jordi Alba and the depth that he gives the team at that final pass. That is why we've included today Jordi Alba in one of the key player options. Bruno, I want to ask you, who do you think the key player is going to be today? Is it 1, Jordi Alba? Is it 2, Kessié? Or is it 3, Lewandowski?
I think Jordi Alba has to be important today, of course, in that position that we assume he's going to be up front. People on the live chat are saying the lineups are wrong. Well, we'll have to see once the game starts how the Barça players plays. But of course, yes, there is a possibility to play today with Jordi Alba up front. But I think between these three players that Lewandowski today is going to be the crucial player. Because today you're going to need these goals to take the 3 points. Today you're going to create these opportunities. You need to be clinical, and I think Lewandowski has to be the key player today with his goal. So I'm going for Lewandowski on the live chat. Today difficult to read the screen also with all this sun, but Steven goes for option 1, Jordi Alba. Persson goes for 3, Lewandowski. Mansour also for 3, Lewandowski. Alia goes for Jordi Alba. Ibrahim goes for Kessié. Opinions divided, but mostly part of our audience going either Alba or Lewandowski.
I think obviously Lewandowski has to be key in terms of being the main goal-scoring threat for Barca. We included Kessié in there as thinking of this game as a grit and grind one, as I said before, and helping Barca win that battle. I think Jordi Alba, especially if he plays on the wing like we suspect, is going to be the key, giving Barca that depth.
For me, it's also Jordi Alba, but not only for the position, but also because this season, every time he has entered, he has bring something to the team. You see him, that he really accepted the role that he's having this season, that he's bringing motivation, he's helping Balde a lot and everything. And the other day in the last match, he completely changed the game.
He did. That's where I was going, Spence. It was a substitution that we thought, this is interesting, with keeping Balde at left back and putting Jordi Alba on the wing. And actually, he was one of the team's main threats.
Yeah, he's crucial depending on where Xavi decides to put him. But for me, personally, the key player today, depending on where he's playing, you said his name, but not in terms of a key player, it's Balde. Because Barca need extra attackers today. I truly believe that if they just throw their front three forward, whatever that front three is, if Jordi Alba's there or if it's Gavi or whomever, they need other players to get forward to create numbers. And I think Balde could be that extra player that draws in a defender and then he makes the extra pass, or who knows, maybe he even gets the goal today.
Right, well, we have our goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, warming up. And at this point, as always, we will ask you, and we'll try to keep track of it as well, because we keep forgetting to do this, but how many saves do you think ter Stegen is going to make today? Respond in airplanes. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now on the live chat. I mean, Getafe don't tend to create a lot, so I'm just going to go one solitary airplane. One airplane.
I'm going to post 2 because I don't know. I'm not scared, but I've seen an Nacional this season, and yeah, I'm going to type 2.
Yeah, Getafe at the set piece can be a threat as well. I mean, you can see maybe a couple of headers coming in. Ter Stegen have to intervene twice. Ter Stegen, who of course the other day did complete yet another clean sheet. 21 in total in La Liga, only 9 goals conceded, and the positive run continues, Spence.
Yeah, I went with 2, by the way.
You went with 2?
I went with 2 because Steve Bergwijn, people, put the airplane emojis in there. Don't give me a number.
I saw an answer there with lots of emojis. Nada Mansour says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I hope you're not right.
That would be.
I love that we've got lots of emojis on the live chat, but yeah, that's way too many saves that you think he's going to make.
In this context, yes.
Right, Bruno, as I was mentioning, ter Stegen still on this very positive run, looking to make it 22 clean sheets tonight, this afternoon. I keep saying tonight.
Yeah, it can be amazing if he keeps another clean sheet today. Marc-Andre ter Stegen enjoying one of the best, if not the best season of his career. Lots of Barça fans here behind our position, also supporting our goalkeeper. And today I'm going for one airplane like you, Robert. I think he probably needs to make one important save, but I don't expect Getafe have too many opportunities today. So one airplane in my point of view there for ter Stegen.
Right, Bruno, shall we do guess the player?
Guess the player, yeah, let's guess the player today. Scorers of FC Barcelona here at the Coliseum, Alfonso Perez. I'm going to allow you today also to play together. Let's see if you perform well acting as a group, okay? So let's start with the first image. First, guess the player. I'm going to give you there the clue, season 1920.
Oh,
here we have one of our scorers that day.
Arturo Vidal?
No, wait a minute. We need to think of this. There was someone who used to celebrate like this. By the way, I'm loving the pre-game soundtrack, Bruno. I love it. Gonna be alright. Who used to celebrate like that?
I think Danny Witham.
Right, wait a minute. This is the 1920 season, right? Bruno?
Yes, right.
And then it's not Arturo. I don't know.
I know,
in my mind came
lost
Arturo Vidal. I don't know if he did this, but.
Let's do Arturo Vidal.
Yeah.
On the live chat, some people going for Dembélé, other ones for Semedo.
I don't see Dembélé.
I'm reading
Semedo,
also
maybe.
Luis Suarez.
No, it's not Suarez.
Let's do it. Our joint answer is we're safe in saying, or we're confident in saying that it's Arturo Vidal?
I think that's the best chance we have.
Okay,
Well,
let's go with that.
Arturo Vidal.
It was a different player.
You're going for Arturo Vidal. No one on the live chat has placed Arturo Vidal. But also no one has picked the correct answer. It's not Arturo Vidal, I'm sorry. I'm not finding anyone finding the correct answer. So, well, let's
Wow.
exactly, let's see it. Junior Firpo.
That's
Yeah,
why
it was a tough one, I know, but...
Wow.
It was difficult. Okay, let's see. This second one, I think it's a little bit easier. Let's see if you know it. Let's move to this second one. 17-18 season, another match that Barça won. Let's see on the live chat if people knows which is the player that we are looking for.
I know which one it is. The first thing that I thought while looking at this, before thinking of the answer, is, wow, Jenny was already there at 17.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Wow, that's 6 seasons ago.
He's been there forever.
Yeah, and there was rumors that he was going to go to Atletico de Madrid one point and all that, but he's still there.
He's the rock behind their defense and what they've been able to do, although he's not playing today. But as far as the question mark
okay, let's see.
Oh, was he?
You know?
Alia.
It's Paulinho.
Alia picking the correct answer. And Robert Vanicau say Paulinho representing there the studio. And yes, you are right, it's Paulinho on the studio. Also, Alia, the first one, picking this correct answer. So, congratulations. Congratulations. Because, yeah, it was Paulinho. Okay, let's move on to the final one. Final guess the player today. 15-16 season. And another game that we won at the Coliseum, Alfonso Perez.
Messi.
Right. Well, that's against Alexis, another defender. So Alexis is a defender, should be an attacking player.
I'm trying to check the boots.
15, 16, we would have generally Messi, Suarez, and Neymar up front.
But look, I know it's the arm
thought
of
it was
the. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was the arm of the player.
It
and
feels
it's
like
the-
a Neymar style challenge.
Neymar or
You
Messi.
want to go with Neymar?
It's
Doesn't it look like Messi?
it's got to be one of those three, but I don't think it's Suarez.
You don't think it's Suarez?
I think it's Messi.
You think it's Messi?
And you Neymar.
You think it's Neymar?
I like when you play together because you have different ideas and you have to agree with just one answer. Hey, on the
Let's
left
do
side, yes, many Neymars, many Messis.
I'll go
Not
Neymar as
as many
Neymar,
Suarez,
then we go
but
Neymar.
yes,
So
we're going Neymar and
Yeah.
Ali again picking the correct answer. It was not Neymar, it's Luis Suarez.
Oh!
Luis Suarez,
From the
and on the
screen.
live chat, yes,
Just the one
mostly
we
everyone
didn't
was
see.
between Messi and Neymar. It was Luis Suarez. So yeah, 2-0 we won that season 15-16. We hope today also we can score some goals because last year we were not able to score any single goal here at the Coliseum. So let's see if we enjoy some goals and a good victory from FC Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean, it was a game in difficult circumstances, as Spence said last year, with like nothing to play for, really and truthfully. Real Madrid had already won La Liga, so we were in that second spot.
And we were locked into the second
and
spot.
we were locked into it, so yeah, there wasn't a lot to play for. But Getafe has generally been a ground, or the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez has generally been a ground in which Barca have struggled, not so much in terms of results, because I feel like we've had some wins, but
No,
you
the
always
kind
win
of games. Yeah.
1-0, 2-1. They're very tough games for Barca.
Yeah, because it's like those fields, like when, like for example, Eibar also was in La Liga. Like it's always like thought really difficult to play against them. The way they play now, I think it's a little bit different because in the era of Bordalas, like they even won against Ajax Amsterdam. Like they were really performing. Now it's different, but you go there also the change hour. It's 4 in the afternoon. It's a stadium that is normally not full. Like it's quite empty, and I think all those ingredients make also like this kind of weird matches.
Right, I want to ask the fans on the live chat 2 questions, and I'm going to ask you 2 the questions as well. And the answer has to go between 1 to 10. Levels of concern with 2 different issues.
Okay.
The first, it's been 2 times now that Real Madrid have dropped points against Atletico de Madrid in the derby and then against Villarreal last week. And that Barca hasn't capitalized playing the game the next day. So we lost against Almeria and we drew against Girona. Levels of concern in that regard with 10 games remaining and this big cushion we have at the top of the table?
I would say like 0. Like I don't think it's something that matters to the team. Like it's football, it happens. Like you drop points, and the other day Barca was performing well. It is not like you have performed bad or you haven't created opportunities and you see the team is disconnected. There's many injuries there, and there is a long season coming, and it's also normal. Like you come with the pressure that Real Madrid has won, but I think like the players know that if they follow the path that they have followed until now, they will manage to win this Liga.
I guess what I'm getting at, Spence, is do the players feel more pressure when they have an opportunity to expand their lead, or when, like yesterday, Real Madrid lost, so now they know they need to win?
It's really easy for me to look at this team and assess how they play based on their mentality, because everybody's going to have a bad game or a bad half or a bad stretch within a game. I've only seen, this is again, these are subjective, it's my eyes, but I've only seen this team switch off mentally once this whole season, and that was the second half of the second leg of the Copa against Madrid.
See, Carolina says, as long as Levy's back, it's good. I'm not concerned, but if Levy indeed has a back injury, then we're sort of screwed. Well, he's in the lineup today, so we're assuming he is good to go. The other question I wanted you to answer, guys, 1 to 10 on the live chat as well. Level of concern is last 2 games, 0 goals. Girona and Real Madrid in La Copa.
I think that concerns me more because it's 0 goals with many opportunities.
Yeah,
It's not that
especially against Girona.
it's not that you don't create and the goals doesn't come. It's like you're having the opportunities, but you're not capitalizing there. Like I also heard the other day Xavi Hernandez, and I think he's right. Like because people were talking like, yeah, we are not seeing the best Lewandowski and stuff, but it also affects Lewandowski that Pedri is injured. It also affects Lewandowski that De Jong is injured because we have many injuries in many special positions and really important players that it's true that Kessie and Sergio Roberto and everything can perform well, but in the big games it was always the same players. So it is normal that also Lewandowski misses Pedri's passes and misses De Jong's passes and everything because they have been playing together the whole season, and now it's different players and those connections also got affected.
And injuries happen to every single team in this league. So if you're Barça, you're thankful in a way that these injuries have come at a time when you have a nice cushion in front of Madrid and you can weather the storm of the injuries, get through these games as a unit, and try to come out of tough games like this one with 3 points.
Right, we want to remind you as well that if you want to get pumped up, motivated for this game, I know today's is a harder one to get motivated for. It's not a Real Madrid, it's not a game at the Spotify Camp Nou, it's not a game against the top team, it's against Getafe. And as I say, those are games that are sometimes even tough to watch historically. Well, let's hope that today's a good game. But if you want to get pumped up, you do have the Barça Spotify Matchday playlist. You go into Spotify, type in FC Barcelona, you've got the Matchday playlist with hits by Rosalía, you've got Quevedo, you've got, what have we got? Bizarrap as well, Raúl Alejandro, you've got J Balvin, I mean, all songs that I don't know. But still, that people seem to like because you've got the Lewandowski playlist, the Pedri playlist, the Alexia playlist, and the Oshuala playlist, and they've all got those songs on there as well. So, yeah, if you want to get pumped up and motivated for the game, there it is on Spotify, FC Barcelona. You type in and you'll find all the playlists, the matchday playlist, Lewandowski, Pedri, Oshuala and Alexia, and I've been told there are more to come. I know that lots of our fans want the Gavi
They want the
Yeah.
Gavi playlist.
They want the Gavi playlist. So I'm
That
sure...
day Spotify will collapse.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be good news for them. Right. Anyway, there's more to come. But if you want to get pumped up, go onto that playlist. We're about half an hour away from this game, so there we go. There we go. Jordi's on it today.
Jordi's got it.
Jordi's got it. Right, it may not feel like it, but today's a very important game. We want that 13-point cushion with Real Madrid. We don't want that that distance to be decreased in any sense. So it's important to win against a team that's battling against relegation. They're just 3 points ahead of the relegation zone, and they want to get clear of it. They're playing at home as well. Historically, Getafe has been a tough team to play against. Let's see how we do. Our lineup for today has question marks in terms of the formation, but initially we're going to give it to you like this. Ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Araujo, Koundé and Alba at the back, Busquets, Kessie, Roberto and Gavi in midfield. Up front it's Rafinha and Lewandowski. There is an alternative, which is Roberto as right back, Balde at left back, Alba as a winger, and that would be a 4-3-3. As the minutes go by, I'm starting to feel more and more like that second option.
I think, I don't know, I think like Jordi Alba and Balde are going to play, because Xavi has tried that at least twice this season. Like with
But he's also tried Balde at right
yeah,
back.
he has also, but with Jordi Alba in the other side.
Yeah. Well, who else would have played on the other side?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's see. I think it also can be an option. Like, it depends on the game it goes. Like, you can switch during the game the positions and the system. But I go with Jordi Alba and Balde playing in the same side to create more opportunities in that side that maybe is easier to come. Let's see.
I think the question you have to ask yourself is, of the 11 players that are on our screen right now, how do you best get the most fluid attack out of those 11? And thinking about formations and everything is great, but where do those players need to be to get the best out of them? Because Jordi Alba and Balde are the two especially that you're thinking, well, they both play the same position typically. So something's got to change a little bit. And Sergio Roberto can go in either direction. but is he going to help your attack as much if he's playing as a right back?
It is true, like if it's like this with Balde, and Esunal is the fastest player they have, and he plays in that side, so it's easier to Balde to recover maybe than Jordi Alba because he's faster. Like.
We'll have to wait 27 minutes and 50 seconds to resolve that question and see what the formation looks like. In the meantime, the players are out warming up, Bruno.
Yes, and you can hear these atmospheres from all Barça fans that are located here in our position. So a fantastic atmosphere that we're going to have today here in Getafe. Barça players are out, Getafe players are out in the warm-up, and yes, we are less than half hour away from this kickoff.
Right, Bruno, you have a Getafe-themed game quiz today.
Yes, game quiz today in this Getafe Barça. I'm also going to allow you play together. I think today you can make it 100% of correct answers because I think the level of difficulty is kind of 6 out of 10. So I think you can do it today. So let's start. Let's start with the game quiz. First geography question. In which part of Madrid is Getafe located? Option number 1, north. Option number 2, south. Option number 3, east.
I don't know much about
not in Uruguay.
I don't know much about Madrid geography.
Really? That's something that skipped all of the other parts of your brain.
I think.
Geography, yeah.
I think it's north. I'm not sure. I think Leganés is south and Getafe is north, but I'm not sure.
I'll tell you, I love geography, so I always look at the maps,
so
especially.
which is the answer?
I'm pretty sure it's south. I always like to look at the maps just because I learned all of the teams in La Liga and the Segunda late.
Okay.
Like over the last 5-10 years, the other teams besides Barça, Madrid, like Valencia, Sevilla, we know those teams. But the rest of them, like Getafe, or Leganés, or Alcorcón, or Fuenlabrada, or these teams around Madrid, I like to look, and I believe it's south.
You believe it's south?
I think it's north.
Okay, you I need a final answer on the studio. Irati from Spain going for north. Our man from the States, Spencer, is going for south. So, which is your final answer?
South.
South.
South. On the left side, people are also divided between north and south. And it's south. Yes, Spencer Siegel, you're right. Actually, we always call the derby from the south of Madrid is the one between Getafe and Leganés, actually. So yeah, it's south, option number 2. So yes, first correct answer on the studio. Well done, Spencer. Incredible that you have saved the team in this geography
coming here to teach us Spanish.
Geography, yeah. By the way, Bruno, I do want to interrupt very quickly.
Let's see.
Bruno, I want to interrupt very quickly because we were watching the warm-up on the international feed. And there was maybe a little bit of a clue because Jordi Alba and Balde were having a long conversation. Maybe that means that they're sharing left flank.
I really think that this is what is going to happen, honestly, with Alba and Balde sharing flank and try to create many problems to Getafe from the left. I really think that the option is going to be this one on the left. So, well, let's see how things ends.
Okay, next question. I think I know the answer.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Question number 2. This you probably may know it, Robert, with your historical data. Which has been the best European result for Getafe in their history? In the Europa League, they reached the round of 16, they reached the quarterfinals, or they reached the semifinals?
Was semis, no? They beat Ajax and then they lost.
They lost to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I remember think it was quarters.
I think it was quarters.
I think it was quarters. Pato Danzieri, the keeper.
The thing I remember is they beat Ajax, and then after that there was a pandemic and weird stuff, and then they no.
No, I'm going way back.
Like
I'm going like to 07 or 08.
06.
In the pandemic, they were in the.
Yes, Quique Sanchez Flores, best years of Getafe in those
I was going to Bordalas.
Oh, okay. Irati was going somewhere different.
I like quarters.
Quarter there, because I'm not really sure.
All right, Bruno, solve the question. Irati thinks it's with Bordalas like recently in the pandemic years, but Spence and I were going back to the Quique Sanchez Flores years, 2007, 2008. I remember against Bayern Munich with the Pato Danzieri, the keeper. And we're saying quarterfinals.
Yes, and you're saying quarterfinals on the left side, also mostly everyone going for quarterfinals, and yes, you're right. It was a 4-4 on aggregate scoring total in that tie against Bayern Munich. And well, Getafe was knocked out for the double away goals rule that it's not anymore in the world of football, because the game went to the extra time here at the Coliseum in a 3-3 match, a cracking one with a goal from Bayern Munich in the 180th minute. So, well, it was an incredible match, that one. Getafe made history, now a different situation for them. Question number 3 on our game quiz. Who is the top scorer in Getafe's history? Option number 1, Manu del Moral. Option number 2, Ángel. Or option number 3, player that is in the squad and in the lineup today, Enes Unal.
There was news this season about Enes Unal like being closer or making the history.
And he scored goals.
I remember there was reports about Unas becoming one of the best, but I don't know if he was close to become the top scorer or.
I mean, I'd have to.
I'm handing this one to you guys.
Oh, I was hoping that you would be able to take it. Well,
I would say it's Ángel, but I know there were news in the beginning of the season when Unal was scoring that much, like articles and stuff.
I've seen Enes.
I need a final answer.
Okay, if you're saying that he was close, I've seen him score several goals this year. So my gut would say go with Enes Unal.
With Unal? You sure? Like, people are saying Ángel.
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
Let's go Ángel.
Let's go Ángel.
All right, Ángel.
Okay, Ángel on the live chat also divided opinions. It's not Ángel, it's not Enes Unal, it's Manu del Moral. 37 goals for Manu del Moral,
And
36 for Ángel, and Unal 34. 34, so
He's
if
close.
he scores a hat-trick today, he equals Manu del Moral.
Okay.
If he scores 4 goals,
He was
he
close.
will
Yeah.
be Getafe's top scorer of history. So,
Well, we hope not today.
Unfortunately, in the studio, you are out of the 100% again,
And
and
this
you were
was
playing
6
together.
out of 10 of difficulty? Come on.
That was the tough
This was
one.
more.
I
yeah.
think so. Let's see. Let's see the last 2 questions. Question number 4. Who played the most La Liga games for FC Barcelona? 2 players that now are on Getafe. Option number 1, Carles Alanya. Option number 2, Munir. Or option number 3, they played the same number of games in La Liga
I think Munir played
for
more.
Barça.
I think Munir played more. Alenya wasn't with us as long, and he didn't play very many games. He came off the bench a bit. Munir in the 14-15 and 15-16 season played quite a bit. I think it's Munir.
But having that option same there.
Yeah, he's done this before, though.
Yeah.
I think this time it's a trick.
Yeah. By the way,
Okay,
regarding
then
the
it's Munir.
previous question, just to solve it, in the 2019-20 season, Getafe got knocked out in the round of 16 of the Europa
16
League
against
with
Ajax.
Bordalas by Inter Milan.
Ah,
Right,
Inter.
Bruno, I'm saying Munir.
We are saying.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying Munir.
We, exactly. You played together. Munir, on the live chat, divided opinions, but yes, it's Munir. 33 Liga games played for Barça. Alanya 26, it was kind of close.
Closer than
And
I
they
thought.
spent, I think, more or less 4 seasons, both of them. So, yeah, similar numbers also in terms of minutes. Okay, final question. This is a Barça question. Who has scored the most goals against Getafe from these 3 players? Option number 1, Ansu. Option number 2, Sergio. Option number 3, Roberto. And I have to say that, well, the one that is the correct answer from this one is the one from the current squad that has scored the most goals against Getafe. So active players right now in Barça. Which one of these 3 is the one that has scored more goals against Getafe?
Sergi Roberto scored last season against Getafe.
I mean, Sergi Roberto has played more seasons than Ansu, if we go that way.
I'm
And
tempted to go with
Busquets.
Sergi Roberto.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Busquets doesn't score that much, and between Ansu, that has been injured like a lot lately, and he hasn't been in the first team like for that long time, so it has to be
And I'm
Sergi
thinking
Roberto.
of like, well, we beat them 5-2 at the Spotify Camp Nou, but I can't remember Ansu scoring.
That seems,
Let's go Roberto.
yeah, that seems like the right choice.
You're going with Roberto. Most of our people on the left are going for Roberto. And you're right. 2 goals Roberto has scored against Getafe. He's the top scorer of our squad right now against Getafe. So, yeah, this was the game quiz. And, well, we are now minutes away also from this kickoff. We are really excited in this sunny day in Madrid for this Getafe-Barça.
I would say, Bruno, because we have 18 minutes to go until kickoff, you can go with your next game, trying to test our memories with something.
Okay, I'm going to also allow you to play together because this one, I think, yeah, is a tough one. We're going to play what was the result on that day. We're going to try to remember past games here at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, and I'm going to give you options also at home, 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah, to make it a little bit easier because sometimes it's not easy Yes, you're playing as a team. You have Robert Barnacle, that is an expert. So let's see how you perform. It's a tough one, eh? If you make 100% here answers, hat off to all of you at home and also on the studio. So let's see. And let's start with this Getafe Barça season 2020-2021. So a couple of years ago. Which was the final result? Option number 1, 1-0 to Barça. Option number 2, 0-0. Option number 3, 1-0 to Getafe.
1-0 to Getafe.
I'm going with that as well.
Damn.
I think it came early in the season,
Wow.
and I think we lost that game.
Okay.
If Robert thinks that.
Looking pretty safety, all of you on the studio. No, Spencer Seeger has been the first one saying that it was 1-0 to Getafe. So Spencer Seeger today is having a really good day because that's a good option, and you're right. First one, correct answer. It was 1-0 to Getafe, defeat of FC Barcelona. So last 2 times we faced Getafe, a draw and a defeat. Let's see if we change this dynamic.
Break that run.
Let's move on to the second option there. Getafe Barça 18-19 season. Option number 1, 1-0 to Barça. Option number 2, 2-0 to Barça. Option number 3, 2-1 to Barça. So it was a Barça victory 2018-2019, but which was the score?
I know we scored 2. I know we scored 2 because this is a game in which Sergio Roberto comes up with a fantastic move and assists Suarez, celebrating the goal there. The thing is, was it 2-1 or 2-0? I think it was 2-0. Because the previous year was 2-1.
I'll try, my gut was going the other way, but I'm going to trust you.
My gut says 2-0.
2-0.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. But why you don't believe on Spencer Seager that he's having his day, guys, on the studio? Why you don't believe on Spencer Seager? It was 2-1. It was 2-1. Yes, option number 3. Option number 3. Close with that one. Difficult. And yet 2-1. Barça suffered also on that season. Let's see. Third game that we are trying to remember the exact result. 14-15 season. A fantastic year. Great memories. Luis Enrique on the bench. We won all trophies, Liga, Copa, and Champions League. It was option number 1, another 0-0. It was option number 2, a 1-0 up to Getafe, or a 1-0 up to Barça.
I mean, the face of Luis Enrique is not a winning face.
It might be a trick question. It might be a trick question, though, with that photograph.
0-0?
I love this game, but this proves my theory. Games at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez are very forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't remember a single one of these games.
Well, yeah, because now we're at the point where we've gone back 8 years.
No, but I tend to remember football games. This one, I'm not sure.
Picture is a good clue, okay? Picture is a good clue,
all right,
guys.
so 1-0
I think one answer.
My gut is 1-0 defeat, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Defeat? I mean,
I was saying 0.
0-0,
yeah, a good clue, but... Okay, 0-0, no? Yes, okay, 0-0. I'm going to give you the point because Spencer and Irati were going for the 0-0 and Robert was along with the 1-0 defeat. It was a draw, it was a draw, okay? But the victory with that face, no, it was not a victory. Okay, let's move on. Question number 4, Getafe Barça, 2013-2014.
Okay, then.
Yes, you say that Getafe Barças are boring? Yeah. Well, option number 1, 3-2, option number 2, 4-2, option number 3, 5-2.
The element in this game was that Getafe went up 2-0 in the first half, in the first 20 minutes. And Barca came back and option number 3'd it to make it 5-2.
So this time do you remember what happened that day? Yes, 5-2 to Barca.
He only remembers
the
big
fans are enjoying on the stands and exactly. Let's see if they also enjoy this afternoon with a good match. We want to see goals and a good game today. Okay, let's move on. Again, pretty close result in that one. Getafe Barça 2011-2012. It was a 1-0 win for Getafe again. It was a 1-1 draw or a 2-1 victory for FC Barcelona.
Oof.
I got nothing.
No idea.
That season we dropped lots of points.
So 1-0 defeat.
1-0 defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 1-0. Okay.
But we haven't
Yes,
lost.
you're
Yeah.
pretty
1-0
convinced
defeat.
there?
Okay, go. Yeah.
On this 1-0 defeat, go on the live chat, people going mostly for this 1-1 draw, but it's a 1-0 defeat, so you're right. Getafe won 1-0 on that one, so another bad result for Barça. And let's end with what happened in 2010-2011. Question number 6, Getafe Barça 10-11. Option number 1, 3-1 win for Barça. Option number 2, 6-1 win for Barça. Option number 3, 3-2 win for Barca.
Right, 6-1 we would remember. A 5-2 was the same as the 13-14.
But Bruno said 3-2. So is it 5-2 or 3-2? Because on our screen, Bruno, we have 5-2.
Well, it can be another clue.
Then it's
3-2 then.
Yeah.
The only result that's not on the screen. Is that correct?
No.
3-1. I was going to say 3-1.
No.
Option number 1.
I mean, okay. If there is a confusion on what is in the screen in my notes on number 3, it's not going to be 3. So between 6-1 and 3-1, you have to guess.
3-1.
3-1.
Yes. 3-1 win for Barca in 2010, 2011. So, well, some good results, some negative results. Let's see if things today goes well for FC Barcelona.
All right, thank you, Bruno. Let's remind ourselves of what happened on Monday. A 0-0 draw in a game in which Barca had several opportunities. I do want to ask you guys and the fans a question regarding this game, which was what worried you the most about the game against Girona, the game in which, look, we could have taken the lead there. The question is 2 consecutive non-wins, the game against Real Madrid and this one against Girona, the 0-0 draw. The fact that there were no goals scored by Barca, obviously, or a 0-0 after a Real Madrid loss. A second opportunity after Real Madrid dropping points in which Barca didn't capitalize and take the win.
For me, it's not having goals, like not having scored, because Barca created opportunities, and also because like Barca came strong, like saying, okay, we forgot what happened against Real Madrid. We are taking this. We are going to take the lead. We are going to win and everything. And in the end, you end up like kind of suffering with these kind of opportunities, like the one that Tati Castellano had. And it was all because you were not taking your opportunities, and also because there was a point that Barca got predictable, not moving at all, that there was something lacking there, and that was my biggest concern.
Spence?
Yeah, I see a lot of people saying it's the 2 consecutive non-wins, which for me, it's like, calm down.
Yeah.
Just chill. This happens. This is football, right? I do see as a guy, Alia, who says that it's the not scoring goals, which I guess if you're picking amongst those 3, you can. I'd like to know how many times this season Barca have dropped points and Madrid haven't. Because we keep talking about how when Madrid drop points, Barca can't capitalize the same way.
Times.
No.
But I guess it will have been
outside of El Clásico.
The Espanyol game and the first game against Rayo Vallecano.
Assuming
that's the times we've dropped points.
Assuming Madrid have won. Both of those weeks.
Because
the other one, Gran Maria, was already done deal, and last week too.
And in this sense, we should give more credit to us. Like, it's what Xavi was explaining the other day. Like, this is not a cheap league. Like, Barca has the goalkeeper that gets less goals, the Pichichi of La Liga with Lewandowski. We have almost not conceded in any stadiums. Like, let's give probably and credit to us.
Let's give total credit to ourselves for being now 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. If we win tonight, 13 points. Right, music, tension. Jordi, let's get into game mode because we're under 10 minutes away from kickoff, and this is an important game against a tough team, as we've seen in the past game that we played with Bruno. We've had lots of 1-0 results going either way. We've had draws, very tight results at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez. Always tough for Barca. We have the lineup out, of course. We have question marks around it. Let's go over it. 2 options in terms of the formation. We'll give you the first one on our screens with Ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Araujo, Koundé and Alba at the back, Sergio Busquets, Kessié, Sergio Roberto and Gavi in midfield, up front, Rafinha and Lewandowski. Option number 2 would be Sergio Roberto at the right back, Balde at left back, Jordi Alba as a left winger, and that would be a 4-3-3. We'll resolve that question in very little time, in 8 minutes and 45 seconds, guys.
And as we saw there, like in the warm-up and everything, I think every minute that passes gets closer to it, that is going to be like this. Like we have it drawn there in the screens right now with Balde and Jordi Alba sharing that left wing.
Spence.
I like that we have the ability to make that change right here, because even we're not sure. Nobody's super
Only
sure.
Xavi knows.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you guys. This was before on the rundown, but if we can get it back, what would you like to see Barca do today? Create more chances, be solid at the back and get another clean sheet, or press high and recover?
Cannot we choose the three of them?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be the perfect game.
Yeah, like, I mean, the perfect game is that. I think the team is going to be solid because, as we said before, like, we expect Barca to have the ball, to create more chances. So what I'm looking for about this game is to Barca to have more speed, more movement, and create those chances and score those goals. So for me, it's number one.
For me, being number three, it always gets me very excited when there's good high press, almost suffocating the opponent's defense and not allowing them to play out comfortably and creating opportunities off of that, Spence.
I actually think if you're going to rule any of them out, then you two have done it perfectly, because I would take number two out of the equation and say, yeah, of course you want to be solid at the back, but you can afford to take a gamble every now and again today and push a few extra numbers forward in the hope that maybe you create an overload to find an open space to create a chance. Whereas with Getafe, you need to make them provide a piece of quality to get a goal. So you tend to stick Araujo and Koundé back and let them recover if they need to.
Bruno at the Coliseum Afonso Perez, what would it be for you? Create more chances, be solid at the back, or press well and high and recover and create opportunities off of that?
We need to create these chances today, absolutely, because if the chances are there, the goals are going to arrive. So absolutely, I'm going for that option to create chances. Guys, if you want, we review quickly what's going on this match day 29, because the players are just minutes away from stepping into the field. Yesterday, Real Madrid won against Cadiz 2-0 away. This means, of course, that gap has been reduced to 10 points temporarily. Let's see if the Lolaras can win today and increase it again to 13 points. Well, incredible the relegation battle this night. Careful there with this Valencia-Sevilla. What a game, 9 p.m. Also today, after this match between Barça and Getafe, there is an Atlético de Madrid, Almería. Atlético de Madrid are going to try to end in second spot the championship in that battle with Real Madrid. And, well, the defeat of Espanyol yesterday against Betis 3-1 also, well, situates them in a complicated situation there in the drop. So we are entering in the decisive weeks of the competition, and things down there are in an incredible situation and crazy. European spots, little by little, since that the group seems to be which one is going to be the one battling for that spot. And in the league, well, things have to be badly for Barca if they don't win it, honestly. So let's see if today we win 3 more points. There will be just 27 remaining after week 29.
Bruno, I have to say that we were worried about you before in this on this sunny day, if you'd worn sunscreen or not. There's a guy right behind you that I'm even more worried about now because he is shirtless.
Okay, yeah, well, if he hasn't protected his skin, he's going to suffer a lot. But we're going to have fun today with all of Barca fans here. So, yeah, minutes away from kicking off this match.
Numerous presence of Barca fans, right, Bruno, right behind you?
Yes, well, we're not used to it. Normally, we have to face kind of people not giving us a lot of heart and love to us in our position when we always are with the Barca bots. But today, we are really calm here, and we feel also this support. It's fantastic.
Right, Bruno, your prediction, what's your guess the score?
I'm optimistic today. I'm going for 3-0 up for Barca.
Oh, like me. Good, good. Bruno, I like your optimism. And your cameraman, Jordi Sanglas?
Jordi, it's not as optimistic as me, going for 1-0 up to Barca, but it's a win.
Okay. And you've got a Marc Brau or a Mai somewhere there that can give you a prediction, or are they not close enough?
No, they are lost in the Coliseum, and Marc should be coming early because he has to also start the Catalan commentary, but he's not here now.
Okay, right. Well, we'll review our score predictions today. Leave them on the live chat as well, and you can also go, of course, on fcbarcelona.com or the Barca app and play the Match Day Challenge, which includes Guess the Score, Game Quiz, and Rate the Game. You can get prizes if you take part in that, but also leave your predictions on the live chat. Bruno and I going for a 3-0. We're the optimistic guys today.
I knew I was going to get this comment. Like, I really hope it's a clean sheet, but I've seen many matches of Getafe, and Enes Unal is one of those players that create goals from nothing and nowhere. So I don't know. It's my God.
Spence?
I'm saying it right now with confidence and security. The 1-0 victory is coming from either a Balde goal or a set piece.
Oh, fans, what are they saying? What are their predictions?
Leon has 2-1. I assume these are for Barça if you put... I mean, unless you specify that Getafe is the winner, then by all means. 2-0 for Safa, 3-0 for Imposter, 3-0 for Sarah, 3-1 for Kiniunia. 5-0 victory from Darlington Kanjoko. If you get that one right, it'd be impressive. 1-0 from Brian Moya, who thinks like me. And a 7-2 from Dim CS.
Wow, let's see if we've got some of the same optimism in amongst our crew. Let's take a look at their predictions as well. All of our Barça Live crew with their guess the scores if we can get them on screen. Do we have them, guys? Otherwise, we'll just have to move on. There we go. There we go. All right, Andoni thinks like Bruno and I. Our director today, Andoni, 3-0. Our Mixer Salva going 1-up on that. 4-0 for him. Editor Pep going 2-0. And Jaume in graphics as well going 2-0. Producer Laia, 3-1. Lots of 1-0s. The 1-0 club there with Jordi Rubio, with Jordi Constans as well from Sound, and my brother Luis, and Sanglas with Bruno, 1-0. Our camera operators in here today, Mar, 3-0. Vamos, Mar. Mark as well, 3-0. And Carlos going tighter, 2-1. And then we've got Eli, our floor manager, going for 2-0. Tanya, makeup artist, 1-0. And Mauri, our former director and legend of Barça Live, going 3-0, like Andoni, like Bruno, and I. Spence, do we have a Luke prediction, or did he not care to do one today?
He did one today.
With
a special guest.
With a special guest, right. Before the game starts, we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds. Let's see what Luke predicted.
Naturally.
Naturally, he went to both. That's your mum, right?
Well, that's the old Shania mom who decided to show up last week for the Barca Girona match, and now she's hanging out.
Did she enjoy the match?
She had fun, even though it ended 0-0. She had fun. I've been enjoying schooling her on all of what is European football, essentially. Promotion, relegation, Champions League, UEFA coefficients, all that stuff. She's getting a big education this week.
It was fitting, though, that she is the mother of someone who works for Barca and supports Barca, and someone who also supports Girona, that it was a draw.
Well, remember, you said it last week when we were at the cathedral and Luke ate them both. You were like, so he picked a draw, right? He was the only one that got it right.
True.
And
True
me,
that.
actually. Technically, I said draw.
True that. Right, Bruno, the players are on the pitch. Are they in formation? Can you confirm what we're looking at here? Is it Balde and Alba both on the left?
Yes, because Roberto is here in the right.
Okay.
Balde is now moving to the left with Jordi Alba. So, yes, as we were expecting, Roberto is going to be in the right, Balde in the left, and Jordi Alba up front.
Right, so we've changed it on our graphic. Thank you, guys. I think we've done it before already, but just to sum it up, it's Ter Stegen, Sergi Roberto, Araujo, Koundé and Balde at the back. It's Sergio Busquets, Kessie and Gavi in midfield, and up front it is Rafinha, Lewandowski and Jordi Alba. That's how we ended the other day, with Jordi Alba as a left winger. I'm guessing that if Getafe sit back quite deep, Sergi Roberto will be allowed to join midfield a little bit and help construct.
Yeah, like in the end of systems, it's just on paper and more in defense and in attack. I think we are going to see Sergi Roberto more closer to the other goal than to Ter Stegen. And there we see like Xavi Hernandez giving the last instructions to Jordi Alba. I think it worked pretty well the other day against Girona. And as Getafe is going to defend, I see it as a quite nice option.
What my question is, if what Balde likes to do is have the field to run, the whole field to run. With Jordi Alba up there, does that block his or occupy his space a little bit?
It's got to be something they're talking about because he can also cut in field too. There's going to be space in field. So let's see how this works.
There's definitely some tactical variations coming today. Getafe will have the first possession, of course, playing in their blue kit. Barca playing in their almost white kit with the cross in front, the Blaugrana cross in front of it. The game is underway. Getafe will be playing from left to right, Barca from right to left, and Getafe have the first possession. The ball is punted away, and right. So we all got it wrong. Balde is the one playing as the winger, right, Bruno?
Yes, Balde
We
is
all get
the one who is now up front, and Jordi Alba at the back. So yeah, we have to change it again, at least right now.
Xavi surprising us all, right? Because
How did we not think of that?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But that happened once also.
Yeah, it happened once as well, but it's what we saw last week. We saw Alba playing up front and Balde playing behind him. Today it's the other way around. Xavi doesn't never. I
But
mean, he
that's
always
good
surprises
because
us.
that means Quique Sanchez Flores also didn't know what was going to happen.
No, there was so many variables when this list of 11 players came out. Right, so if on the graphic we can change that, putting Alba at the back and Balde up front, minor change, but that is how Barca are playing 4-3-3. Roberto, Araujo, Koundé and Alba at the back, Busquets, Kessié and Gavi in midfield, and up front it's Rafinha, Lewandowski and Balde. A foul called on Gavi for grabbing Enes Unal. Oh. What happened there with Busquets? Has seen a yellow already? Or is it?
No, it's,
Or Gavi?
Yes.
But it was
Yellow
Busquets the
card
one.
for Gavi. No, but after the foul, there has been some tense action between Gavi and Getafe players. So yeah, Gavi is the first player booked today.
Right, Bruno, we are on yellow card alert for next week against Atletico de Madrid. 3 players away, 1 card away from 5.
Yeah, no, 1 card away from suspension is Busquets and also Ferran Torres, who's not in the starting lineup.
And Kessié, I think, as well, no?
Yes, yeah, I'll take it now.
Okay, I think it is Kessié as well. So,
I'm watching the replay, and the real fault was from Busquets. The
the-
first
the- well,
one,
the-
they were
the
grabbing
Busquets
each
action
other.
actually
Yeah.
confuses me. Gavi,
Like Unal
Gavi
is
commits
in
the
the
foul.
Yeah.
Gavi
But-
commits the foul, and then Unal kind of continues for some reason.
And then there's
And then
another
Busquets
fault.
comes from behind. I thought the foul had already been given, but I mean.
Maybe he said something, but I
No.
don't think.
I think Gavi is like for grabbing.
Yeah, but minute
persistently,
1,
and
and
the
it
first
was
minute-
like
This is
a
exactly
fight,
what
yeah.
this is exactly what Getafe wants. We're 2.5 minutes into this game, and I'm already bored. Like,
True.
come on.
There's been since kickoff. There's been more minutes or more seconds rather
Well,
of non-football than football. Yeah. I
There
agree.
was no football.
What are they? and
I
what
do
were-
have to say that Barca are to blame for it, for fouling.
But Getafe are milking it. Like they're lying on the ground. Enes Unal was complaining to the referee about something. What does Getafe have to complain about after the first minute of the game?
Well, anyway.
Yeah, and now they were trying to take the fault like 10 meters closer to.
Oh, that Enes Unal had to come off. Okay, fair enough. That's a fair complaint, I guess.
Because the medical stuff had to come on. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Right. Right, Bruno. Play has been resumed and nothing came of it.
No, actually, Pulido Santana is the first time he's officiating again to Barca. So record for him because I think has booked a player in all his life, the first player to book for Barca, Gavi, in a minute now. So well, good record for Pulido Santana. No, we wish him the best because first time he's officiating a game with Barca involved.
Bruno, I'm assuming you're a Madridista because you're not bouncing.
Careful.
I'm paying attention to the game commentary. I cannot stay with everything, but
Okay.
I bounce now, okay? With a bit of delay.
I like Bruno's
Okay, wait a
bounce.
minute. Getafe are attacking the header. Goes wide.
All right,
Right,
timeout. Timeout.
We've seen
Yeah,
more of
let's-
Getafe in these first 4 minutes than Barca. Barca haven't appeared yet.
That was
Yeah.
all from Getafe's press. They pressed 6
Yeah.
players when Barca were playing out of the back. They won it back right away. This is what we're saying. They do well. You can't be lackadaisical in the final in the first third when you're in your defensive third.
The cross by Mayoral. Munir, the former Barca player, with the bouncing header which went wide. No threat for Ter Stegen. Getafe playing high press here and making it difficult for Barca to play from behind. Now the cross by Damian Suarez inside. Unal is going to go for it, but Araujo gets there first. Can Araujo clear? Low clearance by Araujo. Balde fights for it, and it's a throw-in for Getafe. The home side at the moment making it very uncomfortable for Barca.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was this the stadium or was it Vallecas where there's only one entrance to the whole stadium?
That's Vallecas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Throw into Getafe still with Damian Suarez, who looks like he's going to throw it straight into the box. 5 minutes played. A better start by Getafe so far in Unal. Heading it into the box. It's a tennis match up in the air right now. Someone punted away. Rafinha volleys it away, and now Lewandowski's going to chase. Out comes Soria with the long ball. This could be offside. It is offside. Right, okay.
Let's
see if
calm
Barca can
this.
calm down, settle into the game. I want to ask the first question of this game, which is, who's going to score the first goal, guys? Let's give options. Let's give Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Molero. Which is the third option? What are we giving? First goal. And Gavi is our third option.
Oh, Gavi can be a good option, but I stick with Lewandowski.
I'm going to go Rafinha. Rafinha scores in these types of uncomfortable games. He scored against Osasuna, for example. He scored against Valencia at Camp Nou. What are you saying, Spence?
Balde.
Oh, Balde playing up front. Spencer going off book there with none of the three options. Bruno, what do you think?
I'm going for Robert Lewandowski. I really believe in Lewandowski today. After 2 consecutive games without scoring a goal for the team, we need him.
Wait a minute, because Barca are attacking. Here's Jordi Alba with the cross. Rafinha
Oh,
went right
you
over
got
him.
close.
Went right over him. Goal kick to Getafe in Barca's first attacking option. Xavi's moved into summer mode today.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Pristine white shirt. Barca's head coach today. Looking for the 3 points to go.
Oh, there's a mosquito in the camera.
There's a mosquito on the
No,
camera.
it's the shadow.
Oh, it's, no, it's the shadow of the spider cam. It's the shadow of the spider cam. I don't, yeah.
I thought it was a mosquito.
I thought you were saying
I turned
Dembele made his way
mosquito.
back.
Yeah.
I wish.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Here's Balde.
Falta.
Balde pushed down by Damian. Gavi, quick turn. Oh, and Gavi can create from here. Gavi down the middle.
Oh.
Gavi tried to find
Amazing.
Rafinha. I think Gavi
Oh,
could have gone even further.
no,
Could have driven himself.
But the idea was amazing.
But so far, Bruno Gavi, with a couple of quick turns, is the one who's creating initially for Barca.
Absolutely, yeah, Barca improving now. I've just seen my headphones because it's incredible that what we have here with all our Barca fans. But yeah, Barca seems to be improving now. Getafe also attacking, kind of box-to-box game, not the one that we were expecting.
Oh, and here is Kessié now trying to lead the charge for Barca.
Nice.
Kessié taken down. Now Gavi kicked from behind.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Ooh,
Come on
things
now.
getting tense already.
Not yellow now?
Come on, just chill.
Gavi grabbing his lower back there after the tackle from, who was it? Was it
Okay.
Damian?
Nothing. And then, oh.
It's a hard bump from behind by Damian, but yeah, foul, nothing else.
Why are we stepping on Gavi afterwards? Like, it was a foul. He was hurt. He wasn't faking it. There was no acting there.
Well, you know
This-
the demeanor
yeah.
of Damian Suarez, a veteran in this league, who tends to like heavy contact, let's say.
And I think against a youngster, like, you have to do that in the first minute.
Well, no, obviously they know that
Yeah.
Gavi has a yellow card as well, so they're going to
Also.
try and trick him as much as possible. I mean, obviously that that early yellow card for Gavi is a handicap for him, Bruno.
Absolutely, now it's something to take into account for Gavi. He will have to manage the situation, but I think he's improving a lot also in this aspect. As Xavi mentioned weeks ago, he's kind of a really mature player, taking into account that he's just 18. So, yeah, let's hope this yellow card doesn't affect at all Gavi's play.
Right, Barca attacking Rafinha through to Kessié. The ball gets there. Kessié over the defence. Oh, looking for Lewandowski, who is going on the run. Milla clears. Barca trying to keep the ball inside of Getafe's half at the moment. And after the initial pressure from Getafe, Barca settling into the game nicely now.
Yeah, they are. Like, now with the ball is what the team has to do. Like, also Getafe was pressing high, but I don't think they are going to do that and in this way the whole match. So Barca has to make them tired by having the ball and moving them around.
There was offside. Right, I'm being told we have comments, so let's look at them right underneath here. Let's see what the fans have been saying on our live chat.
Come on, fans.
We always want them to take part in this. Good morning, all the way from Granada.
Oh,
wow.
The same,
Lane.
the same Granada that when I explained Granada, the team, to my father, he said, "Oh, aren't they in Central America?"
No, that's just spelled differently. Thumbs up if you think we'll win, says Farah Ibrahim. Vamos. Live chat, join us in the thumbs up if you think we're going to win. I think we're going to win because I like the way that Barca are dealing with Getafe now after that initial wobble. 2 goals for Lewandowski today, says Wulaje Cabrel Wen. I'll take that. I'll take that anytime. Say Rafinha is a good option. No thumbs down. No thumbs down. Only thumbs up if you think we're going to win. Rafinha is a good option to score. He always ups his game in these kinds of matches, like firelights inside of him. I agree. Rafinha scores in tough games.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's usually the 1-0 result this year.
Bruno put on the sunscreen, says, what is the game? Bruno today, obviously, fighting against the heavy sun in Getafe this afternoon. And Bruno, as we say here, will probably look like a prawn at the end of this game, like a gamba.
And you know what happens? Look what, I mean, this is something that you never expect, because I bring my big coat today also just in case, because you know it's Madrid and you never know. Of course I'm not using it, I'm not gonna use it. I forgot my sun cream. It's not gonna, I mean, next kickoff of Barça also it's 4:15 at the Camp Nou. That day for sure I'm gonna bring my sun cream.
Well, no, and you're gonna have to invest in some this week as well, Bruno, because I assume you're going to the tennis tournament here in Barcelona.
Is that this week?
It's this week, yeah.
Bruno, you didn't even invite me.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
We went
I mean, this year
went together
it's
last
everything sold out, because there's an incredible, well, with Carlos Alcaraz, Yannick Sinner, Tsitsipas, like many top 10s coming to the tournament, and it's all sold out. Unfortunately, Nadal and Medvedev have been absences of the last hour, but it's everything sold out, guys. I don't have tickets for you, for anyone,
or for the
and
fans,
even for me.
anyone.
I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna try to do something to go there someday. I went yesterday, but it was qualifying rounds. But tomorrow it's starting the main draw, and I don't have a ticket yet. I will have to try and get something.
I went once only.
I've never been to it. Bruno is our tennis connection.
And
Bruno,
there were
yeah.
many Barca players there watching when I went.
He invited me last year to go to the Sabadell Open, right?
Yeah,
and he knew everybody at the ground. He said he was a former linesman, a former like judge. Like he's done it all. He's the official arbiter of that tennis tournament.
Bruno is our tennis guy on this show. Right, 30 minutes. We know that we have someone watching us from Granada. That's with Granada with an E. Maybe someone from Granada with an A as well.
Possibly.
But where is everyone else watching us from? As always, light the live chat up with your flags, flags from your countries. Let us know where you're watching us from in this different timetable today. Obviously, this is more beneficial for those guys who have to watch us during the night when we have 9 o'clock kickoffs. For them, it's like a 10 o'clock kickoff maybe, or 9 o'clock kickoff today. Right, so fill the chat with flags. Obviously, this a different timetable. Like for the Americans, this is early morning. You're watching this game with breakfast, for example.
Yeah, this is how I got into it. Honestly, this is how I got into the sport.
There are not many Barca games.
No,
no, like the sport in general, because there's nothing to watch sports-wise at 9 in the morning in the U.S. So this is it right here.
Here is Balde on the left. Balde's going to put a right-footed cross inside. Oh, Lewandowski!
No.
Couldn't grab control of the ball. And it was a good cross by Balde, which Alba actually touched and allowed the ball to get to Lewandowski. And it was a good opportunity for our Polish striker. Right, I see flags on our live chat, Spence.
I saw República.
Yeah, we have many flags. I'm seeing. Is that Ireland from Lorcan?
I see Romania.
I see Germany from Selena, Ghana from Yaira, Belgium from Anais. Is that I don't know which one that is. I forget. No, I've seen it. I just don't remember it.
Got Argentina there as well.
The United Arab Emirates. That's it. From MBN. Poland, of course. Morocco.
I see a comment that says it's 10 p.m. right now, but 10 p.m. where?
It's got to be like Australia, no?
No.
It's
further,
like
further ahead. They're like 12 hours ahead of us. Aren't they?
yeah, you're right. Like India or something.
Hello from Kurdistan as well. Nice.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Must be nice.
Trinidad.
Bruno, Sergi Roberto
Let's
grabbing his
see.
hamstring.
Oh.
Yes, and Barça preparing the first substitution. Roberto is not going to be able to continue, and Eric Garcia is getting changed. He's going to come on, replacing Sergi Roberto.
Such a shame today. Playing as right back, Roberto with the injury, hamstring. He's down on the ground, and you say, Bruno, that Eric is the one replacing him, right?
Yes, so we assume that Koundé is going to be moved there to the right back, so Barça not going to change too many things. This is what probably is going to happen. Let's confirm it now, but yeah, Roberto is not able to continue, has felt the problems, and quickly has asked for the substitution, and Eric Garcia is getting ready.
So many bad luck of
So much
Sergi
bad luck
Roberto.
with injuries.
Yeah.
Round of applause, please, for Sergi Roberto. Support for the injured man. It had been a while, right, Bruno, since he'd played at right back.
Yes, and this seems to be kind of a muscle injury, probably to be like 3 weeks out of the field. It's kind of a typical injury. He's walking off the field. So yeah, Roberto coming off has been really important in these last months of the competition. Of course, that performance against Real Madrid in La Liga, probably one of the best games this season for him. And now Eric Garcia, with all the confidence of Xavi always, coming on.
All right, round of applause for Sergi Roberto, and round of applause support for Eric Garcia as well, who's been playing well lately.
Yeah.
He played well against Elche in that Sergio Busquets role, in that central midfield role, and last week clean sheet with him playing as centre-back as well against Girona.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, go ahead, Bruno.
Because Koundé was moving to the right, but once Eric Garcia has come on, has tapped to Koundé, and we see Eric Garcia as a right back right now.
Ooh. Well, that happened last year in Villarreal, if I'm not mistaken, right? Xavi tried that last year in
exactly.
Villarreal.
So many different movements today for Xavi Hernandez, trying things that has done before, but we were not used to see them.
I mean, this team this year, if you said to anybody, any Barca fan, you go, who is Barca's X position? Whatever that position is. Goalkeeper, right? Easy one. Ter Stegen. Who's Barca's number 6? Busquets. Who's Barca's striker? Lewandowski. When you say, who's Barca's right back?
Oh,
It's the hardest question to answer out of all 11.
Yeah, definitely. We've had Koundé there, we've had Araujo there, we've had Sergi Roberto there, we've had Bellerin there at the beginning of the season. Balde's played in that
Balde's
position.
been there, yeah. It's
We've had lots of players fill in at right back. So what I'm assuming, Bruno, is that when Barca have the ball, we tend to go to a defensive line of 3 with Eric, Araujo, and Koundé, and Balde has and Alba, has the freedom to go up front, right?
We will have to see it now, because it's the first now attacking move that we've just seen. So let's see if in the following moves we can confirm exactly how Barca tactically are in attack and in defense.
Okay, long ball looking for Balde. And the advantage was for David Soria. Goal kick for Getafe. A fairly uneventful game so far.
Yeah, because we haven't seen much, despite of that opportunity that Lewandowski got, but the ball, it didn't end it in a shot on target, and then the injury, the first minutes that were not played due to the fall, so yeah, we haven't seen much.
Here's the long ball by Soria. Koundé battling with Mayoral. Getafe recovering midfield, but give it away. Jordi Alba finds Kessié. There was offside anyway, even though Barca had managed to Barca had managed to bring the ball out and had more of an advantage than now stopping the game. It's it feels fairly pointless to raise the flag at that point, when then sometimes we have the rule that the flag doesn't have to be raised until the action ends.
And Barca could have counter-attack there.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what Jordi Alba was claiming. Right, Balde has it on the left. Let's see, can he go one-on-one? He's going to drive inside. Balde inside. Busquets. Busquets can go left with Alba. No, decides to turn and passes back to Ronald Araujo. Getafe defending very deep at the moment, but very tight as well. Koundé. Long switch over to the right, where Iglesias can head it over to Munir. The ball was intended for Rafinha, didn't get there. Getafe played out long. Unal chases, Araujo gets there first, and it's a throw in to Barça. Just takes it quickly.
To clarify, because Alia put it into the chat and said, wait a minute, Busquets is number 5, not number 6.
Well,
and I was saying Busquets is
yeah.
number 6. I meant the actual football position that we clarify as the central holding midfielder. That's number 6. His number is 5.
Here we go again then. Barca attacking in Getafe's half. Let's see, looking for the first goal, looking for the opener. It's Busquets. Weighing his options. Ball goes left. Alba to Balde and Balde to Alba. And Alba's the one tending to go inside here. Long ball for Balde to fight.
Throw.
It's a throw in for Getafe as Balde couldn't get there first before the ball went out. We're halfway through this first half. No clear chances really for any of the two teams. Well, maybe the Munir header.
Yeah, the Munir header, I was thinking the Lewandowski one, but in terms that the ball got there into the small area and into the small box, but there was not any shot.
No, we haven't tested Soria yet.
No.
Except for a couple of long balls that he's had to come out of his box for.
Well, I have this piece of chalk here. If you'd allow me, I'd like to go back here and just. I'm seeing something with Getafe and the way that they're setting up defensively that I think is important to point out. Okay. Pretty simply, the way they're defending, because I'm keeping my eye on the game if something happens here. But I just want to point this out.
I like that we're not going technological at all. We're going to chalk and black wall.
So here's where Barça are attacking, right? And they're setting up 5 at the back, like this. Okay, and then we normally think of 5-4-1 as being 5 in a line, 4 in a line, 1 up top. But they're not doing they're not doing it like that this time. So here's your 1 up top, and then instead of a straight line across as the 4, they're going like a U shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. These players here are staying connected, so Barça can't really pass their way around. And it's causing problems because I believe this is Unal right here, right? He's pressing the ball whenever it's back to Araujo and Eric, but then they can't go through the middle because it's clogged. And on the outsides here, they like to go around where Balde and
Barca having to pass over those players almost to get to Balde or Rafinha.
It's this U shape that's causing problems.
Careful there with Getafe attacking the cross inside the box. Real's going to chase after the touch by Maximovic, and Bruno, it's the first corner kick of the game if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's the first corner kick of the game. It's going to be for Getafe. Barça having problems once they arrive to the final third. I don't know why they are not taking a little bit more patience, find the space instead of just trying to introduce difficult balls. They are losing many balls there in the final part instead of taking patience. But yes, first corner kick for Getafe. Munir is going to take it.
Munir is going to take that corner kick with his left foot on the left-hand side. Everyone back to defend for Barça. Set piece opportunity for Getafe. Many threats. Unal with the header over the crossbar.
Unal.
That was close.
13 goals in La Liga. Very close to making it 14 there, Bruno.
Absolutely, and as we have mentioned in the previous show, he's just 3 goals away from Getafe's all-history top scorer, Manuel Moral, 37, Enes Unal, 34. So this season, if he continues with these really good registers, he's going to probably end as Getafe's all-history top scorer. Incredible stat there for Enes.
He got behind Koundé there for the header.
Rafinha,
there's a good opportunity for Rafinha. Rafinha down the middle. Rafinha hits the post. Balde! It hit the post again.
No!
A double post for Barca.
How come?
Rafinha hit it first, then Balde. His play is still going on, Spence. On the edge of the box, Rafinha cuts inside, the shot goes off, and it's a corner kick, or is it offside?
Corner?
Offside, right, Bruno?
Offside. Offside, yes.
Oh my God.
What a double chance for Barca, and it all came from a long ball played by Ter Stegen. We'll see the replay.
How could that happen?
Long ball played by Ter Stegen. Lewandowski lets it bounce, doesn't touch it. It goes over him. Rafinha with an almost perfect finish in front of Soria. And then Balde, you can see that Balde is not used to being in those positions because that is a suboptimal touch of the ball, which still hit the post. Double post for Barca.
I was seeing Spencer
Best
embracing the
opportunities
Balde and putting his hair right here.
Yeah, exactly.
I was seeing that.
I was ready for that to go in. Man, I was ready for that to go in.
So close twice. The double chance for Barcelona. It all came from a long ball played by Ter Stegen, Bruno.
Yes, Barca here finding the first really good opportunity of the game, a kind of a double chance, yes. With these two balls, now high pressure from Balde and Lewandowski. Let's see if now the team can find more chances before halftime.
Sometimes you need that, being so close to just give you the energy to get back into what was a fairly dull game.
Yeah, to feel you can manage to have those opportunities.
Yeah. Now Ter Stegen's going to play long because Getafe are doing one thing very well, which is that high press. Bruno, Ter Stegen had to play the long ball because Getafe pressed high. Barca drew most of their players back, left Lewandowski and Rafinha up there, and that's what created the chance.
Absolutely, and football has changed a lot in this aspect because even Getafe are defending with 5 at the back. They try to press high up front, and nowadays in La Liga you don't find practically teams that just park the pass and they wait, and Barca with possession and just having the chances. Nowadays, also these kind of bottom teams of the table, they also try to press you high up front, and Barca suffers when the opponent tries to also press up front.
Getafe recover.
But that must bring Barca like new opportunities. Like this is not a game to win with possession and to bring Getafe back.
Careful, the long ball for Unal. Araujo thinks it was offside. The referee says play on. It's Munir, sorry. There is Munir. Tessier comes back to recover. Eric fights for it.
No flag.
Barca players claim handball. Unal, shot deflected. Koundé heads it up in the air. Away from the box, Damian heads it back in now. Araujo back out. Busquets keeps it in the air. Can someone bring this ball down, please? Balde's going to run away with it. Balde's fouled from behind. No.
Slipped. Man.
What a double chance there for Rafinha and Balde just a couple of minutes ago. Barca could have taken the lead.
And it's really easy to say it after the fact because it's one that Rafinha will tell you he's got to score 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But we saw the same thing a week ago on the other side with Girona, with Tati and Sigankov. It's easy to see it afterwards, but man, if Rafinha just lets that pass run across goal, Soria is out of position, Balde taps it home.
Rafinha is driving forward again. Here is Rafinha. Lewandowski making the move. Oh, the pass got caught in between Lewandowski and Gavi. I mean, I'd say, obviously... Risky one, but I like it. Risky one, but I like it. Did the fans feel that way as well? Live chat, did you like Spencer's tactical explanation? I enjoyed it. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
it was all right.
It was fine because nothing was going on in the game. Here is Rafinha. I was saying that it's comparable because it's a one-on-one that they missed, but Rafinha's finish was better than Tati's. Tati's was just awful last week.
Yeah, but how many goals were scored out of both of them? That's the thing. It's like it's hindsight.
Yeah, but the thing is like this went to
one
the
hits
post.
the post. One is like, I mean, would be counted as a good finish overall. What always gets me is that Barca have had 2 shots on goal, very clear opportunities, but it will on the record say that they've had no shots on target.
That's crazy.
Here is Rafinha with the cross, too long. Oh no, it wasn't too long. Balde connected.
It is the day
the
for
wrong way.
Balde. It is a day for Balde. We're warming up, right?
I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. That was just a little too far for him to get, but
it's a bit too high.
He's up there. He's right there.
Oh, the touch from
Xavi. Nice touch.
And we've got a replay there. Rafinha.
Barça,
Go, Bruno. Yeah.
Barça and Balde is having the chances, is participating from that left part of the field. I don't know if in the second half, if I was Xavi, I would probably try to change Alba for Balde, just for this point of experience that Alba has up front. Kind of more experience. When he was playing in Nastic in Valencia, he was more used to playing that position. And I'm feeling Balde with some doubt when he has to make the final finish. And I don't know, probably the option to switch positions between Alba and Balde can be interesting.
30 minutes played, a quarter of an hour remaining. Both teams have had chances. Barca hit the post twice. See a question in the live chat says, from Kick Instinct, why is Balde playing in a weird position? Well, he's playing as a winger. We've seen him there before this season, sharing the left flank with Jordi Alba. The pass by Jordi Alba, a bit too much power on it now for Balde to control. Still 0-0. Obviously, it's not Balde's natural position, but he does like to get forward and create from there.
Yeah, and this far is the one that has got most of the opportunities of Barca, and we have seen him before in that position.
Right, Barca with the ball. Araujo, the midfield line. Xavi asking his team to go wide.
I mean, that's where shots on target don't tell the whole story, but for me, expected goals does. 'Cause both of those were good chances.
Oh, here's a great pass by Lewandowski, looking for Rafinha. Iglesias came diving in and intercepted the pass, but sent it back into the box, and could have potentially been a dangerous situation for Getafe. Right, we have some intruder fans on the international feed here, hiding amongst the trees to watch the game.
Good idea. That's creative. No, they're outside.
When you say good idea, do you mean dangerous idea?
Yeah.
They're outside the stadium. I mean,
they're up in the middle of a tree.
Well, you've never climbed a tree before?
No. Right, Balde was offside. We have comments from our fans. Let's read some of them while the ball, or while play resumes. Watching you guys from Accra, Ghana. It's 2:30 p.m. here from Amayeira. Hi to the people from Ghana. Hi. Wow, double post, imposter. Yeah, it would have been better if it was a goal. Definitely. Bruno, the guy behind you, is stealing the show too, Ross. It is true. Yeah. I keep fixating on that guy. The shirtless one.
Yeah, like the one that is directing all that show there.
He should use the Xavi mask. Yeah. Okay. For the tactics. I don't know where it went.
I don't know where it is anymore.
I don't know where it is anymore. It's in here somewhere. Who is your favorite player from the past? All right, Maria Ahmed asking who is our favorite Barca player from the past. I'm disallowing one answer because I think we'd all agree Messi. So we're not saying Messi. Who shall we say? I'll say
Ronaldinho.
For me, it's Iniesta or Ronaldinho.
And I'm in love with Cruyff. I haven't seen him play on live, but I've seen many videos and stuff. But the first player I remember from Barca is Ronaldinho.
For me, it's probably Xavi Hernandez. I don't know
that you say that.
Yeah, just for whatever reason. I like it.
I'd say either Iniesta or Ronaldinho, or going back even further, I was Luis Enrique guy, and I was the Stoichkov guy as well. Bruno, your thoughts? What your favorite player from the past?
Probably Ronaldinho, same, I agree, but if to try to be a little bit different, Thierry Henry. Although we all have this point of, exactly, because the years before in Arsenal, I mean, it was incredible. Then it was the injury there on his knee, ligaments. But I'm really Thierry Henry fan. I mean, even in Barca, I think he was outstanding also. But this magic, this elegance that he got on the field was amazing.
Well, question for the guys on the live chat as well. Who's your favourite all-time Barca player? We're not allowing Messi. We're not allowing Messi as an answer because it would be like a unanimous answer. So, barring Messi, who is your favourite all-time Barca player from the past? I forgot to say Samuel Eto'o as well. I was a big Eto'o guy.
That might be my answer.
I was a big Eto'o guy as well.
Yeah.
So let us know in the live chat. While nothing really much goes on in this game, who was your favourite Barca player from the past? Right, Balde attacking. Spence, keep an eye on those comments, see if someone takes notice of what we're saying.
Also Puyol has to
Yeah,
be. But
yeah,
for
I
how
like
it
Puyol because
meant,
of the character
not
and everything.
technically or stuff, but how it
Mario
meant.
Ospina said Puyol also just now.
I would just never go for a defender, that's it, really.
Dylan Johnson says Maradona, and that's just I mean, it's your opinion, but it's just a weird answer to me because he was here for
1
2
year,
years.
such
true.
a brief period of time.
He was here for 2 years,
1.5 with that injury.
and there was a problem as well that he got injured and he got ill as well, so he didn't play much. We've got Messi's, we've got Neymar's, we've got Xavi and Iniesta's as
Neymar
well.
also.
Messi's, of course, but we disallowed Messi's.
Guardiola, we forgot that.
Guardiola's
Saviola
good answer.
also.
Yeah, Rob Locke's Goofy is a boy, Eto.
I see this comment recurring, so I'm going to shout it out. Hola, me llamo Betty, soy de Alemania. Hola, Betty. Because it's been sent many times now. I've seen it several times on the live chat. Balde with the header.
Ronaldo. See there.
Ooh, it's just that, the Ronaldo story.
Yeah,
The Ronaldo story is one of.
painful one.
It's a painful because he was only here for one season. We had him at his very best.
Mascherano.
Anyway,
yeah.
Bruno, Barca aren't finding the way to unlock this Getafe defense apart from that double opportunity we have.
And a bit frustrating and a bit disappointing what we are seeing because game is really slowed down. Barca having lots of problems to create. Getafe also have found a couple of opportunities from set pieces, headers, but yeah, we said it in the previous show that we are used to experience kind of not really exciting games at the Coliseum, and today seems to be another one of these ones.
Careful with that long ball by Busquets. Too heavy, the pass. Rafinha couldn't get to it. I guess you guys saw now when we were talking to Bruno, the guy behind him is starting to feel the sun. He had his T-shirt all over his head. Yeah.
Oh, I know, I missed that.
I haven't.
He's starting to feel the effects of the sun there. We wish him the best. He is supporting Barca. He is giving it all.
Yeah.
He's giving it his 120%.
There's many Barca fans in the stadium though, like.
Well, they're right
Yeah.
behind Bruno. We can hear them because they're right behind him.
Yeah, but also the images they have shown from the stadium. There's many Barca shares, many messages for
Is
Barca.
that the away section? Or is it
I'm
just
guessing it
Yes,
might
yes,
be.
I'm behind the away section,
Okay.
yes. But as Irati is mentioning, also in the first rows also of the whole stadium, there are many Barca fans. In the end, you're in the capital of Spain, in Madrid. There are many people from Catalonia, from Barcelona, and these are good opportunities for them to enjoy their team. So, yeah,
But
there
that's
are
got to
many
be
Barca fans here.
that has to be a tough ticket to get. Like, wouldn't the season ticket holders be able to purchase a seat
Yeah,
first?
but Getafe is not.
Getafe is one of the
team
teams with the lowest
yeah.
attendances.
Yeah, they don't have many people going.
I
to
suppose
stadiums.
I just figure like when Barca and Madrid come to town, it's just everyone rushes to get those tickets.
Yeah.
Well, yep. Also the Barca fans. By the way, Bruno, this happened a few minutes ago, but the defenses. There's been a switch in defensive positions. Eric is now the left centre back, and Koundé's gone to right back.
Yes, Eric has started as a right back today when Sergio Roberto got injured, but now, as you're mentioning, Robert, there has been a change, and Koundé is now back in the right back, as we've seen most part of the season, and Eric Garcia as a centre back. Barca trying to attack now, actually there with Koundé and Rafinha.
Here is Rafinha. Back to Araujo, and we've seen Lewandowski drop back quite a bit today to get involved in building here. Here he is on the edge of the box. The pass by Eric Garcia, Lewandowski. Very well marked there by Duarte, or by Alderete, sorry. The ball fed out wide to Koundé. Can Koundé put a cross inside? It's headed away. Lewandowski was hit somewhere in the head
Yeah.
by Alderete. Didn't quite see the impact there. Barca still trying to build. Kessié goes down, loses his balance.
I think it could be really important to score now before halftime because the match is getting so tough.
Very tedious,
yeah.
very, yes. It's a tough watch, to be honest.
It is true that it reminds like yesterday, Madrid won beat the Cadiz, but they scored the first one in minute 72. These teams are fighting for relegation and are defending pretty well.
Obviously, you mentioned it, Bruno. Getafe 3 points ahead of Espanyol, for example, in that relegation zone. And obviously, any point that they can get here against Barça is crucial.
Absolutely. I mean, and in these kind of final weeks, normally the teams from the bottom part of the table, they achieve many points. This week, Valladolid, an incredible win in Villarreal. No one expecting that. Valencia facing today Sevilla at home, and if Valencia wins, Espanyol are going to stay 19th spot with 27 points. Then Valencia will still in the relegation zone with 30. So this means even you win next week, that they have a crucial challenge, Espanyol against Cádiz, they're still in the drop. So yeah, it's difficult. Same for Getafe, they are with 30 points. But this year they need to arrive at least to 40, and there are just 30 more in place. So any point today, of course, is positive for Getafe, as they are facing the leaders of the championship. But yeah, all these teams are really competitors in this final part of the season.
Shirtless guy behind Bruno is not even watching the game anymore. He has his back to
It's
the
a good
game.
thing they don't serve alcohol in these stadiums anymore.
He has his back to the game. He's not even interested anymore. He's fed up with the sun. 41 minutes played. Throw into Getafe after good pressure by Unal. Extension header by Munir. Getafe still fighting for it outside the box. On the right is Mayoral. The shot by Mayoral. The shot takes a deflection and into the hands of Ter Stegen. That might just count as the first shot on target in this game, and the one save that we predicted Ter Stegen would make. You said, Spencer, before that shots on target sometimes don't really give an accurate or aren't like. I'm lost in my words here.
They don't show what is happening.
Yeah, exactly. Don't show what the game has been accurately. They also kind of do sometimes, because if you look down here, down below us, there will be no shots on target on those stats.
It's true.
And that's fairly accurate in terms of like no shots, just tedious game.
But for me, I think the shots to the post should count as shot on target, because I mean, more on target than that is a goal, okay, but.
Bruno, a yellow card for Alderete.
Yes, a yellow card for Alderete after challenging the air with Robert Lewandowski. And let's see, because this can be a good chance for Barça before halftime in this set piece. Jordi Alba seems to be the one who's going to take it.
I'm looking for the expression right now, or maybe you paint an accurate picture. Yeah, I couldn't think of paint an accurate picture. I got lost in my sentence.
That's okay. We get the gist.
Rafinha, the cross inside. It's going to be a corner kick, Bruno. That's Barca's first.
Second one of the game. Barca's first corner kick, and Rafinha is going to take it.
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, good.
Let's see. We haven't scored a set-piece goal in a while here, I don't think. I can't remember one right now. And this could be a good opportunity for it, right before half-time. Let's see. Rafinha's going to cross it from the left. Got Araujo, Koundé in there as well, Busquets. In comes the cross by Rafinha, low at the first post. It's cleared. It'll be a Barca throw-in. Busquets in an unusual position there with the throw.
I was thinking, like, I don't think I've ever seen him take a throw.
Careful here, Barca lose the ball in a dangerous position. Unal, Rafinha's going to have to foul him. Rafinha slows him down. Mo will probably see a yellow card there. Well, there's no foul for Unal. Unal did the worst thing there.
I think it was a card there.
I think the card is going to be shown, but Rafinha slowed him down. There was no foul call. Unal continued, and then he just played the ball forward to no one. And now there should be a yellow card for Rafinha, I guess. No, Bruno?
The referee is not going to show it. No, I don't think he has.
It's clear.
It was clear,
wrong, because there was no advantage there on Enes Unal. So if there is no advantage, you have to stop, show the yellow card, and continue. So yeah, bad decision here from the referee in this case against Getafe.
Yeah, and if you see the replay, it's a clear yellow for Rafinha, definitely. But anyway, we'll take the no yellow, obviously. One final chance for Getafe to play a long ball into the box. Is there going to be any added time, Bruno, do you think?
Yes, I think at least 3 minutes with interruption at the first minute with the yellow card of Gavi, then the injury of Roberto. I think at least 3 minutes should be added to this first half, and they're going to add two more minutes.
There are so many actions in this game in which, like, you create the expectation, okay, this is going to be a situation that we're going to have to, like, defend well and all that, and then it's a ball just straight into the Stegen's hands. There's
And
been
then
so much of that.
from the most like stupid situation, it comes a dangerous one.
Yeah.
Looking into this yellow card, I was thinking that I think this one was more yellow card than Gavi's one.
Yes, true.
Like,
I think that too. I think that too. A foul on Rafinha by Iglesias, and there could be a potential set-piece situation here. Yeah, Rafinha's going to cross it. Rafinha's going to cross it in. Rafinha short to Busquets. Busquets is going to be the one to play the looping ball inside, but it's headed away by Iglesias. There was no one there where Busquets sent the ball. Now another cross by Busquets is going to be headed away by Damian. Alba on the edge of the box. Araujo can shoot the shot. Ooh. Blocked and headed away by Maximovic. His head is going to hit.
It hurt to me just seeing it. Wow.
Gené was on the ground. I don't know what he's claiming. He just bumped into Eric.
He's one of the strongest dudes on the pitch.
Half a minute remaining. Barca could have one final chance here. In comes another cross by Busquets. Lewandowski's going to fight for it. I know! The header by Lewandowski, saved by Soria. I think there was a foul. Was there? Or not?
We all saw it inside.
What a header by Lewandowski, and Soria flew there, Bruno.
Yes, an incredible save there by Soria. Lewandowski with a great chance, and now the final whistle of this first half.
Half-time at the Coliseum Alfonso Perez. Things getting chippy between Lewandowski, Alderete. Gavi's going to take Lewandowski away. There's already been a yellow card for Alderete. Now Damian gets involved as well.
No, the problem is started with Damian, because after the action, Damian went face-to-face to Lewandowski, and Lewandowski said, like, what are you doing? I haven't done anything to you. So Lewandowski went to complain to the referee.
Right, well, it's half-time, 0-0. As it was last week as well, or on Monday. As always, we ask you, did you like the first half? Did you not? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I don't usually do this, but not because of like the way Barca played. It's just the game generally is a bit of a nah.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Just lacking everything.
Yeah, I'm reading there, don't sleep, and it's siesta time and everything.
Yeah,
and that's the feeling this first half brings to me. Like, not really, nothing happened, not even in both sides, apart from those two posts. Like, it's really hard to decide if it's good or bad. It's just, like, it doesn't seem like a proper football game, and it's not enjoyable, if we can say so. The good thing, like, the team is still there, is creating chances, so let's hope those thumbs, like, I don't know how, goes up in the second one.
It's obviously not all negative, because it's like 0-0.
No.
All we need is a goal to go up front. Barca have had opportunities. Barca have had the Lewandowski header, the double
like,
post.
we didn't see Ter Stegen appearing.
Exactly. They haven't been uncomfortable defensively. Still, it's just the game we expected at the Coliseum Alfonso Perez.
Yeah. Well, for this fixture, the first half was a thumbs up. For any other fixture,
Good way to put it.
For any other fixture, it goes like this. But for these two teams playing like this, all right, I'll take the result of the entertainment that we were given, and I guess hopefully that maybe the next 45 minutes can at least match that.
Also, something that contributes to this thumbs down is the Sergio Roberto injury, which we hope is not too severe. He pulled his hamstring and had to be taken off. Eric Garcia came on replacing him. Right, Spence, are you ready for your halftime quiz?
Always.
All right, are you fans ready for it? Here it comes, halftime quiz.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. Well, I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. Come on. Let's get back into it just a little bit, all right? You're all out there. You're sitting somewhere with a device, a laptop, a phone, maybe on your TV screen, and you're like, we need a goal, we need something. So we're going to start by trying to get some goals on the board in this sense with the Barça halftime quiz. We had what could maybe officially be our first ever 5 for 5 last week with Alia in the Girona game, which I was very impressed with. Maybe it happens again today. Let's see. Get your answers in when the question comes out. Don't be waiting around. I'm ready to read you and shout you out, okay? So let's start with question 1 of the Barça halftime quiz. And we're talking about Getafe. And since its first top-flight promotion back in 2004, the first time they ever made it to La Liga, how many times have Getafe been relegated? 0, 1, 2, or 3 times been relegated to the Segunda, or as it is now, the La Liga Smart Bank. Read off your answers, or send in your answers. I will read them off. Since 2004. And right now I'm seeing Kick Instinct saying 1. I'm seeing Imam, who says 1. Mason says 1. Mac says 1. Koviax says 2. Rechelinson says 1. Joanna Araujo says 1. Estefani says 1. Wow. I'm very impressed with everybody. Like, thoroughly impressed. Very few people have gotten it wrong. That is the answer. 1 time. They've been relegated. They went right back up the next year. They're a fixture in La Liga. It happened in 2016. So this is a fight for them to stay up. Question 2. They've played 18 top-flight seasons, including this one. How many times in those 18 seasons have Getafe finished in the top 10 in La Liga? Has it never happened? Has it happened twice, 6 times, or 10 times? Top 10 finishes in Getafe's history. Get your answer in now. Reading off answers, I see Shabir, who says 2. Ensup says 2. Abi Walid says 6. Beza says 6. Joanna Araujo says 2. Estefani says 6. Koviax says 6. Zaid says C, that is 6. Fatih Gaming says 0. What else do we have here? Ruby Moon says 2. Joanna Espiritu says 6. Mostly 2s and 6s. I will tell you that one of those 2 is correct. But which one is it? Find out. 6 times they finished in the top 10. That's pretty impressive for a team that's only been in La Liga. I say only for 18 total season. That's a pretty good finishing result for them. That's kept them in the league longer. All right, question 3. We're talking about top 10 finishes. We know it's happened 6 times, right? So what is the highest ever finish for Getafe in La Liga? Have they finished 3rd, 5th, 7th, or 8th? Go. Let's see. Looking at our answers now, Mac says B, that they've finished 3rd. Rechelsonon? Sorry, I missed it the first time. Rechelsonon says 1, which I assume would be A, 3rd. Messi fan says 5. That would be B. Ray Webby says B. Estefani says 5th. Carolina's in there saying 3rd. Koviac says 5. Ringstead Rashai says B. Anais says B. Most of you are on it today. I give you credit. It's hard to know exactly who's 5 for 5, but you guys are doing pretty well. Because I have mostly B's, mostly 5 in here, and I'd like to see the right answer, please. It is 5th, where they reached the Europa League in 2018-2019. That's the correct answer. So let's go on to question 4. That following season, they went to the Europa League. And we talked about their best ever finish earlier in the show. What's your memory like? What happened then? What happens now? What was their result in the Europa League following that season? So 2019-2020. Out in the group stage, round of 16, the quarterfinal, or did they reach the final of the Europa League? Get your answers in now. I see Estefani who says D, they reached the final. I see Koviax who says B, round of 16. Imam Chowdhury says B. Ruby Moon says D. Shabir says C. Anais says C. Lorcan says C. Carolina says C, the quarterfinal. William Jensen says C. Mac Lundquist says B. Mason C. Angel C. MBN C. I believe MBN was our United Arab Emirates participant. Most of you don't have this one right, though, because you were trying to go and think back on the question from the pregame. This is a different thing. It's a different one. Answer, please. Yeah, they lost to Inter in the round of 16. They got past the group stage, went to the round of 16. Inter ended up losing in the final. That was the COVID year, where it was all played in a neutral location once they got down to the quarters. All right, final question. We're talking about geography. We've been doing geography. Let's keep with the geography theme. Which of the surrounding cities of Madrid has the largest population? These are 4 separate cities that are not Madrid, that all have teams in either the Primera or the Segunda, in La Liga or La Liga Smart Bank. Getafe, Leganés, Alcorcón, Fuenlabrada. Which of these cities has the highest population? Answers now. King Colt Edits says C, that's Alcorcón. Gonzalo Villanueva says A, that's Getafe. Imam says D, Fuenlabrada. Ganesh says Alcorcón. Loco says Getafe. Shorts Broski says Leganés. Eris Soccer says D. Mac says C, Alcorcón. Ruby Moon A, Best Boys B. Elias B. Koviak says A. Abdiel says B. Halo ID. Joanna Araujo B. I don't see too many right answers, but I do see one who has it right for sure. I'm going to give you the populations here too, all right? Let's see it. Fuenlabrada, 194,000, but they're all fairly close. They're all about 200,000 or so. I can see Irati Vidal studying so that the next time we have geography, that they'll be ready for it, right?
Yeah, I was good at geography as a kid. Not right now, I can see.
Well, that's it for here.
We didn't study much Madrid geography when we were growing up. But anyway, it's half-time. It's 0-0 at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, a fairly uneventful first half. But we will ask you, you fans and Bruno as well, who the best player in the first half was. Can we go to Bruno, guys? We can go to Bruno, so let's ask him. Bruno, who was the best player in the first half? I'm giving 3 options, Araujo, Gavi and Balde, but obviously if you feel it's someone else, go for it.
I will probably say Araujo because, yeah, Getafe have also got the chances, crossing balls, trying to have Barça, but, well, it hasn't been a first half where not many things have happened. So we probably have to wait what happens in the following 45 minutes to have a better opinion in, who can be the best player of the game, the man of the match that we normally do. At the end. I have here my rostro.
Can you tell Maya to enjoy her sandwich?
She's yeah, exactly. Enjoy your sandwich, they are saying from the studio, because they are watching you that you're enjoying your sandwich. How are you, Maya?
Fine. Here, we're sunbathing, actually.
Yeah,
sun for you because I don't, and I'm suffering a little bit. Have you yet put sun cream on your skin?
No, I'm fine. But I think we're gonna get really bad. Like, we will see tomorrow because we're gonna be like between red and brown. I don't know.
Probably it's the best that we're enjoying from the game is this sun, because first half has been a little bit boring, we have to say.
Well, we have to say that we're missing something else. It's like we're struggling. I think we're doing kind of the same as Girona. It's like we need to find the back of the net. We need to create the chances. We need to go for it. and try to be focused on the goal, which is the 3 points, because there's still a lot of points between Barça and Madrid, the second one, but even though it's like we're in the run and we want to always keep this big distance.
Well, let's see if we win, because you are blogging, right, Maya? We have all our Barça fans. It's incredible, support from Barça fans today here in Getafe.
Yeah, actually, I was really surprised because obviously we're in Getafe. This is not a big stadium. But when they opened the doors to all the fans, I don't know about you, but I was like, there are a lot of Barça fans. What's going on? And if you see, it's not just the fans that we have behind us. It's like in the stands, we can see a lot of Barça fans. So that's great. And some parts of the game, we're just hearing the Barça fans cheering up. And so I think it's great atmosphere.
Well, thank you, Maya.
Bruno.
Reactions here from my Rostro, from the social media team. Yes, go, Robert.
I do want to ask you to ask Mai for a bold prediction, brave prediction. Something that she thinks might happen.
A prediction for the second half.
For the second half, yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in the second half? A prediction of what can happen?
Well, I think we're going to score. We're going to see substitutions for sure. I don't know if it's right from the get-go, but we're going to see substitutions, and I think we're going to win this 2-0.
Okay. Good, optimistic. Yeah, I think also it would be interesting to introduce some changes right now at halftime, because things haven't worked really well in this first half in general. So we have Ferran Torres, we have Ansu Fati, important players up front that I think can make the difference, and I would introduce changes at halftime, honestly.
Yes. Also taking into account that Xavi's already used one substitution window, with Eric Garcia having to come on for Sergi Roberto, who came off injured. So it'd be interesting to see if Xavi makes him.
Yeah, and I don't know if Bruno has seen someone warming up, but I was there seeing Ansu Fati getting prepared. I don't know if to warm up or to enter right now, but he was with the Beto, I don't remember
with
in
the
English.
bit, yeah,
with the bit on the hand, and over there in the bench, he was the first one being there. So I don't know if he already did warm up, or
I don't think he's gonna come on right now, because now he's on the field, like playing with the rest of the teammates. Okay. We normally see this, same for Ferran. So I don't think there's gonna be any change at halftime, because most of the substitutes are now here, like making some exercises with the ball. And when they are normally substituted, they are now receiving the final instructions from Xavi. They are inside, also warming up in the locker room. So we don't expect changes from what we see right now, but I would introduce some of them, honestly.
Right, we'll come back to you, Bruno, in a second. I do have to say, it looks like a spectacular afternoon there at Getafe. You can see all of our colleagues lined out there. Bruno, Mai, Marvada, Woody as well, our cameraman from Barça TV. They all look like they're boiling in that sun, but it looks fairly nice. Right, I was told that we have more comments from our fans, so can we read them down here, please? Let's see if we've got those comments from our fans. Obviously, maybe a bit disappointed with this first half. Watching you guys from Australia, it is 10:50 p.m. See, we said, oh, I thought it was 12 hours. No, we got it wrong. We got it wrong. Yeah. You said it right. I said it wrong.
You guys should just be listening to me more often.
Yeah, today's your day, Spence. That was Ruby Moon. Best football broadcast. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you. We tried to keep you entertained. I can't believe no one said David Villa. Oh. He was a good time. David Villa was one of those players that falls into the category of player who I'd wanted Barca to sign for a while. So you've got an eye on that player and you think, oh, he's playing for Valencia and he's playing so well. And you just imagine the good fit there. It was the same with Samuel Eto'o years before, and Villa falls into that category. Watching from Kathmandu, Nepal. Kick Instinct, nice. Nice. We have a good following from Nepal. We always enjoy saying hi to the people from Nepal. Getafe parking the bus. Yes, they are indeed. Yes, they are indeed. It's always difficult to play against teams like that. Who's your favourite player from the present team? I believe I've answered this before, and it is none other than the now injured Pedri.
Yeah, for me it is between Pedri, Gavi, or Frankie.
And
well,
yeah, exactly. Classic Iraqi, not committing to a pick.
Ter Stegen, Koundé, Araujo.
You should be a politician. You're really good at not giving an answer.
And Spence likes to embrace the Balde.
I would love him to do that today. I wouldn't call him my flat-out favorite player on this team.
What would it be, Pedri?
I think it has to be Pedri right now. But the thing is, for me, it changes from week to week.
I know who my Rostro's favorite player is, and that is none other than Ter Stegen, and with good reason. 9 goals conceded. Bruno, your answer?
Ter Stegen also.
Oh,
Because
nice.
yes, he's also for me one of the most important players from the whole season. So
Oh, definitely.
yeah, let's go for Ter Stegen.
Right, Bruno, any players warming up?
No yet from Barça. We probably assume that surely they will start warming up. They're having no changes in halftime, and yeah, we are still waiting to see what Xavi's plans for this second half.
Right, and so if there are no players warming up, it's a good time to ask this question because we have no clues. Who would you like to see in this second half? We're giving you 3 different options, but one of the options contains several options. You'll see in a second when the yeah, that's the Irati option, exactly. You'll see when the question is on our screen right now. Who would you like to see in the second half? Is it Ferran? Is it Ansu Fati? Or is it a youth player? I'm going to answer.
I think I go for Ansu.
I'm just really looking forward to the Ansu resurgence, and it needs to happen.
I go for Ansu, but I have to say that we said this the other day. I think young players, especially if in attack positions to these kind of games, with the motivation they bring to the first team and everything, can be a really good solution.
Spence, before you answer, Getafe doing the Getafe thing right now.
Yeah, get ready for it for the next 45 minutes, especially if there are no goals scored. Although that was a pretty nasty elbow.
Yeah. Sidearm, forearm into the head. Your pick, Spence?
Of those 3, I'm picking Ansu.
Which means
that you want another one.
Another what?
Because you said of those 3, I'm picking Ansu. So
yeah, no, because I wanted to open the conversation or continue the conversation about the youth player thing because I don't really think that youth players change the game as much as we think they do in these situations, and I think you need experience in moments that matter.
But it is true that the motivation they bring is something different than else from the big stars you already have on the team.
But if you're a big star and you're a veteran, you should be getting up for these moments.
That is true.
If you can't, then you shouldn't be playing.
Although we are talking of Ferran and Ansu Fati as veterans, and they are 20 and 22.
I mean players with experience, and I understand the only way to get experience is to actually play, but there are moments, and hopefully Barça has this league wrapped up with a few games to go. Then you can give those guys as much experience as you want. But until the job is done,
I think as a revulsive, always a youngster is a good option.
As a what?
As something game changer, game changer.
Okay.
Right, keep the answers coming, guys, on the live chat. In the meantime, Barca looking for the opener in this game. Getafe had a chance at the set piece, but an offside came of that. And now it's Getafe playing the ball into Barca's half. Hennes Unal hangs on to it and is going to feed it out wide to the left for Iglesias to chase. Is he going to get there? No. Well, he got there, but then couldn't keep the ball in. 4 minutes played in this second half. In this fairly tedious game.
I don't know.
But you need to know how to win these games as well.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the ones that win championships.
Yeah.
But and they've won tons of games like this year in these types of ways, the 1-0 style, which it feels like you're heading towards today. But with the youth players, I foolishly got on Twitter after the 0-0 against Girona, and I was seeing Barça fan accounts tweeting, is Xavi afraid to put in youth players? That's not the story. Enough of that. He's trying to win the game, and it's not that he's afraid to put in youth players, it's that he trusts his guys. If you watch basketball, you see that all the time.
Yeah.
Most of the young players learn from sitting on the bench.
Gavi chasing Mayoral here, fouled. No, he didn't foul Mayoral. Mayoral went down right in front of the linesman. The linesman didn't call anything. We've got a replay right now. It's a shoulder, it's a body on body, shoulder on shoulder. Yeah, there was nothing called there, Bruno.
No, nothing called. The supporters here from the Coliseum, they are complaining for this decision. Also, Gavi has one yellow card, and they are pressing also to the referees to try to the referee to whistle him a foul, and why not a second yellow card at any moment of the game. Now Getafe trying to run.
Careful with the Getafe counter. Mayoral on the right. The cross inside. Too long. Koundé's going to head it away. Obviously, they're going to try and bait Gavi into a second yellow. That's what they're going to try and do every time.
And knowing that that Gavi is a guy that turns on easily, and it's something that can also show him to learn and get that experience because he's 18, But I'm pretty sure, and knowing Getafe players, that they are going to try to do that.
But apart from the initial yellow card, which I'd say is a fairly soft yellow, taking into account it was in the first minute, and obviously, there was a grab and all that, but I mean, it wasn't a hard tackle or anything. We haven't seen anything else from Gavi that would indicate that he's in any kind of danger in that sense.
We haven't seen anything else from most of the midfield in general.
No, but I mean in the regard that there hasn't been an action in which you think, ooh, I mean, that could have been a second yellow.
Okay, not yet.
But players like Damian Suarez and things, they are going to try to pick him and trigger him. So maybe it's not a foul, but maybe Gavi says something, or that can happen.
Right, foul called on Damian for a push on Eric inside of Barca's box. To Stegen, deciding whether to play it short or play it long. One time he played it long in the first half. Barca got the double post opportunity.
Indeed, there is phases of this game that I think Barca should go more vertical and try to speed things up, because when Getafe is pressing up there's a big space in the back, and Barca has players to do that.
Bruno, I mean, look, I was just going to say, is Xavi not moving the bench because the second half hasn't really started all that well?
Yes. Right now, Ferran and Ansu Fati, the two players that start warming up.
Okay, Lewandowski feeds it out wide to Balde. Let's see what comes of this. Balde driving inside. Balde passes back to Busquets. The high ball over to Jordi Alba. The volley by Kessié. What a save by Soria. I don't think it counts because Jordi Alba must have been offside. But what a save there by Soria anyway. And the rocket by Kessié. So Alba was offside. As Busquets plays it in, he's ahead of Iglesias, but still. Oof.
He doesn't even see him. It's just like, let's shot this.
I mean, the flag hadn't been raised yet, and it's a quick reaction by Soria off of the powerful volley by Kessié.
That was who I was going to say, is we didn't see much of in the first half.
No.
Is even though that didn't count. Kessié is a great example of a midfield player who likes to get forward and hasn't had the chance to do so yet because of this Getafe wall that they're building.
Barca.
And it feels they don't want to pressure them as much as they did in the first half.
Barca building now on the right flank. Rafinha inside with Kessié. Let's see what Kessié can do. He turns and he's going to feed it out wide to Balde. Balde asking for the ball already. There goes the ball. The cross by Balde, headed away by Duarte. Out wide for Damian and Balde to fight for. It's going to be a Getafe throw-in. Ansu and Ferran warming up. We'll see how long it takes for Xavi to make the first substitution, or the second substitutions, of course. Eric Garcia hasn't come on in this game already for Sergio Roberto, the injured Sergio Roberto. The cross by Munir. This thing comes out and catches.
I think it can be really important, Ansu and Ferran coming and moving a lot, because it feels there's lack of movement, like everything is being so slow and not space created.
Barca attacking again. Jordi Alba, back to Busquets. Busquets is going to go wide with Koundé. He's got Rafinha inside. The cross by Koundé, too powerful, headed away by Damian. Now goes down, no foul, says the referee. Now Busquets. That's in Getafe's half. So many Getafe bodies there. As the cross comes in, Lewandowski. With the header, it skims off at the top of his head, and it just went wide.
I saw it inside.
Woof. The cross by Alba. No offside. Lewandowski gets a touch on it, and ooh.
Not enough touch, yeah.
Soria let it go, fairly confident that it was going out, but it was very
1
close.
meter, yeah.
That the Getafe fans were protesting because they thought there was a push by Eric there on Unal. There's nothing there.
No, he just feels the contact and goes down to field.
And Barca recover again. Here is Koundé playing it long for Rafinha to chase. Getafe clear, Luis Milla. Now Busquets recovers and punts it forward for Barca. Now gets it back.
Go
and passes
Gavi.
to Gavi.
Go
Here's
Gavi.
Gavi. In front of him, too many bodies. Gavi out wide to the left. Alba's going to cross it inside into the hands of Soria.
Well, I'm starting to like this more.
We're seeing more of Barca, but we are tending to play it out wide and look for the cross, Bruno.
Yeah, and yeah. Is it Bruno,
Yes,
yeah?
but at least now seems that the team starts having an idea, are creating more things. Let's see now. The yellow card seems to be to Damian Suarez after this challenge.
How rare to see a yellow card for Damian Suarez. Must be the first of the season for him. The replay there, got there late and stomped on Gavi's right foot.
Yeah, last chance though, you were just saying that Barca are forcing in crosses a little too much, and there were 2 players in towards the 6-yard box already when Lewandowski let it go, and Lewandowski then went into the box too, but if he had stayed right at the top of the circle, he could have gotten a return pass and taken a signature shot from that point. I'd like to see them shoot from there. I think they can score from there.
Yeah. Just a bit more variety in the way that we attack. I mean, there's obviously feeding it out wide and looking for an advantage and crossing it in is one of the things you have to use against a very tight-knit defense. But you also have to find ways to be threatening down the
And
middle.
that's what we were being talking the last weeks. Like that's when you lack and your 2 best midfielders are out of injury, these things can happen.
Ooh, Araujo's going to drive forward. Here goes Araujo. Araujo grabbed from behind, but managed to play on and get it to Koundé. Barca on the right. Rafinha to Koundé. Koundé's going to go deep. Koundé can cross.
Corner.
Went off of Milla, and it'll be a corner kick, Bruno.
Yes, second one for Barca in the game. First one of the second half and 13 total of this match. Not many corner kicks today so far, but let's see if Barca can create something positive from here. Rafinha going to take it.
Not many corner kicks, not many shots, not many of anything. Araujo comes up. It's been a while since Araujo last scored a goal. Rafinha's going to cross it. There it goes, looking for the near post. Oh, it was almost curled in. The back heel, and Soria saves.
What do we?
There was a foul call.
Was there a foul?
Attack. No?
Suarez is down.
Foul in attack, yeah, has been the decision of the referee.
Foul by an attacker. Suarez is down. Let's see if we can get a replay. There was a bit of a muddle in the box there. So what happened?
Oh, please.
He's looking for that yellow card for Gavi.
So Gavi
There's
and-
nothing there.
There's nothing really there. It's a battle for the ball. I mean,
Come on.
This
I
game's
hate
gonna-
these kind of things.
This game's
Oh.
gonna so end 0-0.
Spence, no.
No, that's not the mood we need.
Come on! I just want to see something from this game. I'm sick of going to the
But
stadium
Ansu and Ferran are
nothing.
going to come soon.
And I'm
That's
wearing
it.
my avocado socks as well. They're like the optimist thing. I mean, they're the good luck thing. Fill the live chat with avocados, guys. So that's a good idea. We like color on our live chat. We like good luck charms. Avocados have been good to us generally. Fill the live chat with avocados. Make it look colorful. Make it. I don't
There's
know.
no yellow card or something there?
Well, there's an ongoing battle between Alderete, Duarte, and Lewandowski.
He's picking him from the neck. Wow.
Lewandowski frustrated. Jordi Alba now also having a word with the referee because they understand this should have been a yellow card. It's a foul in favor of Barca. And yes, some frustration also on the sideline from part of the staff of FC Barcelona.
You know what's the best way to quiet things down?
A goal.
A goal.
Yeah. The easy
Would be
way.
a good way for Lewandowski to get his revenge.
Look, the run.
And he's done it before this season. Now the ball was intended for Koundé, but fell to Iglesias. Iglesias here, they're pressed by Rafinha on Alderete. Araujo recovers for Barças with a good control, yeah. Look at those avocados, love them. More avocados. Xavi loses it to Milla. Milla's going to drive forward. He's got Mayoral to his right. There goes the ball. Mayoral with Jordi Alba. Alba has him covered. Milla. High cross straight into the stands.
Ooh. Overcooked.
Not even Luke de Jong could have fought for that one.
That's what this game needs.
Yeah.
Right.
No, or maybe more creativity, and that's why Ferran and Ansu were coming to reduce those crosses and try to fight that 1 versus 1 or something else different.
I was going to ask Bruno, is there any indication that they might come on soon, Bruno? Ooh, Lewandowski tried to turn, ran straight into Duarte there.
No, I don't think Xavi's gonna take many time to introduce changes, because Barça needs to change something now. Araujo was trying to give some instructions to the rest of the team, try to give this extra point of energy, and let's see, because I think that in the following minutes something is gonna happen there in Barca's bench, probably introducing 1 or 2 players that are warming up, Ferran and Ansu.
With Lewandowski, what you can feel, the frustration is boiling right now.
Yeah, because he has seen that it's a fault, another fault, and a fault, and a fault, and the referee is not calling anything.
And the ones he is calling it out, Lewandowski feels like it should be a yellow. And things aren't going his way at all at the moment.
This is what they want.
To frustrate you.
Careful.
Careful with the long ball for Unal. Unal goes straight into the box. The shot across to Stegen. And now obviously
2 hours.
Now obviously 2 hours later the flag goes up. It's offside.
It was pretty clear from the beginning.
63 minutes. 0-0 still. Barca had a double opportunity in the first half with a double post. First Rafinha, then Balde. Now Stegen played it long. Straight into the domains of the Getafe defence. Now Gene gives it back to Stegen. That's the story of this game. Here is Araujo. Araujo taking his time with Eddie Garcia.
What if I told you that the first half was the most exciting half that we were going to have?
No, I won't accept that. No, because towards the end, I mean, maybe nothing happens, but you're sitting on the edge of your seat waiting to see if there's a goal. Getafe driving forward now. Iglesias has a good runway on the left. Here's Iglesias, right-footed cross, that was probably the worst cross I've seen all season.
That's something.
To Balde, outside of the box. Koundé protecting the ball, turning and passing to Rafinha. Rafinha trying to get past Alderete, can't do so, but doesn't even get a throw in. It's a Getafe throw in.
Physical problems for Iglesias after this run. Right now, receiving there some attention. Well, the doctors are close to Iglesias' position. Let's see. Now it seems he's going to continue, but seems to have felt some problems after that run.
Well, I would expect so after that terrible cross. Getafe clears. Jordi Alba clears, but only for it to fall to Damian. And it looks like Getafe are going to move their bench. Barca have Ferran and Ansu warming up.
I like that.
Yes, and now Sergio Alegre and Oscar Hernandez are having a conversation with Xavi. This normally means that something is going to happen. So now, yes, we can assume that something is going to happen really, really shortly.
And Getafe are going to be the first ones to move it in this second half. Oh, Rafinha almost got to the ball there. It was a 50-50 ball. Careful, Koundé let it bounce. And is ultimately going to run away with it. Koundé on the right, Rafinha makes himself available. When things happen on Barca's right-hand side, you can't see much now. There's a big shade, big dark shade there. 65th minute. Balde down the left. Balde drives inside. Balde could even shoot. Balde into the middle. Balde ran out of options.
Good idea.
But Busquets picks up the loose ball.
Good effort.
Inside of Rafinha. Rafinha inside pass.
And Ferran and Ansu are gonna come on.
There's many legs there.
Ferran and Ansu getting
bit by bit here, because there's a free kick in favour of Barca in a position that maybe could be direct free kick.
Which players we have?
And Bruno, you're saying that the substitutions are coming, right?
Yes, Ferran and Ansu getting changed. And now for Getafe are gonna start first of all with the changes. The team from Madrid with the substitutions. Let's see. Iglesias coming off as we expected after that run and that problems. And Porto, who's gonna play there as one of the full backs in the back five. So in the left Porto, a position where he has been playing most of these last games as a starter. Today coming from the bench, but position there for Porto.
Okay, and there's a free kick from a bit of a distance, but it could be an opportunity for Barca to score. The free kick by Rafinha. High over the goal.
Here you go, late.
I didn't even get a chance to take it.
Spence, you're late.
I didn't even get a chance to take it.
Went too quick. Anyway, Barca preparing a double sub with Ferran and Ansu are going to come on. I think one of the players on the left is coming off, either Alba or Balde, and I'd say Rafinha is probably the other, right, Bruno?
I have my doubts on Rafinha, but let's see. First of all, is Jordi Alba coming off, and Ferran coming on, and the second one for Barca is Ansu Fati coming on for Kessie.
Wow, okay, so there's going to be a change in system, definitely, because we've taken off a midfielder and put on an attacking player. So Balde goes back to left back, and we'll play with Koundé, Araujo, Eric, and Balde. I'm assuming we're doing 4-2-3-1.
Ferran, the one in the middle.
Oh, Ferran's in the middle.
Yes, Ferran kind of more or less is Lewandowski up front, and behind him, Ferran. So it's kind of this 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1 with Busquets and Gavi. Then Ferran as the attacking midfielder, Rafinha on the right, Ansu on the left, and Lewandowski up front.
I think it can be interesting to break that rombo you were talking before, because you have someone in the middle and you can link up with Lewandowski up front.
Right, where they have 22 minutes to make an impact. Ansu and Ferran, let's see. More attacking players for a Barca that's spent most of the time in Getafe's half, although now Getafe win it back through Porto, who has lots of speed. He's going to drive into the middle. The pass wasn't good. Fortunately, I felt like Rafinha had a pivotal part in that. He kind of just slowed Porto down enough to get him off balance.
Those are the risks, though, and the chances that you can take now with you saying, like, bring numbers forward. If you lose the ball, you just have to defend a little bit, but that's fine. You need to go for it.
Here's Busquets. Down the middle, trying to connect with Lewandowski. The pass bounces off of Milla. Just went like off of a wall.
After introducing these two changes, now the players warming up are Marcos Alonso and Pablo Torre.
Okay, we'll see if they get any minutes today. Busquets back to Koundé. Busquets was foul. Oh, a foul called on Busquets. Foul called against Busquets. He was the player who had the ball. Right, play's interrupted, so let's read some comments from our fans. Guys, let's see what you're saying on the live chat. Getafe play the ball. Keeping fingers crossed for Barca from Slovakia. Thank you, Nadia. We'll cross our fingers here as well. Good things need to happen. Goals need to happen, says Mac Lumbis. I couldn't agree more. Exciting things need to happen as well in this game.
Something needs to happen.
Something needs to happen. Dai says Barca should try to take more shots outside the box. I fully agree. We were talking about this before. We need to open up the field, obviously going wide, but then occasionally take the shot. I want to see Iglesias singing, not defending. Oh.
Does that reference something?
Enrique Iglesias
Fine.
or Julio Iglesias.
Okay, got it.
Would be fine with 1-0 and Spencer predicting right, says Alia. I'd be fine with it now as well.
It could be your first one?
All right, now I've had one. Now
okay,
that's
okay.
you know.
We can take two. I want some exciting there up in the top of the table.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, you're sitting up there all by yourself at this point. What did you say today? 2-1?
Yeah, I'm too late for that. That's not going to happen.
Maybe not today. I'd say Bruno and Roberts 3-0 are still a possibility if it like unravels really quickly.
Then mine is also a possibility.
Yeah. I don't see Getafe scoring.
I don't see Getafe scoring 3, honestly. But I don't see Barça scoring 3 against Getafe.
Yeah, I meant 0-3.
71st minute, 0-0. If this were to end this way, Barça would be 11 points clear of Real Madrid, which is better than 10, but worse than 13. I think my math is good there.
Geography wasn't your thing, but math was always a part of it.
Rafinha back to Araujo, and Rafinha gets into the centre circle to try and feed it out wide to the left, and did a poor job at that. Gave the ball straight to Getafe. Now it's a good job that Munir wasn't quick enough to get into a dangerous position. Rafinha took the ball away from him. And Rafinha gets the ball back for Barca, correcting his own mistake. Long clearance out from Araujo, allowing Barca to regather. Araujo less than pleased with what's going on. I mean, the substitutions have been made, Bruno, but so far not much of an impact.
No, not really. We are entering now in the last 15 minutes of the match. We are in the 28th minute of the second half. Not many positive vibes to be honest, but of course Barca still has time to try and score the goal. Yeah, the good news is that also Getafe are not making many efforts to score. Let's see now, ball for Rafinha.
Here's Rafinha, the cross inside. Oh, Ansu was there for the header, but Jene got a first touch. And it'll be a corner kick.
Ansu go ahead.
No, in terms of what's happening and the impact that the substitutions have had, I was thinking that Pablo Torres' warming up could be a good option to shake things out there in the middle.
This game screams for Pedri and Dembele.
But they are not.
But they're not available.
They're not available. I'm just.
That's why Pablo Torre can be a good option there in the midfield.
Barca took the corner short and pass it from left to right.
Foul.
Busquets is fouled. He lost the ball, but he was fouled. Although he got himself into a dangerous situation there. Almost allowed Getafe to counter-attack, and it is a clear foul.
Yeah.
Right, set-piece opportunity. I assume Rafinha is going to be the one to cross it in. Yep. Could even go straight for goal.
I was thinking that.
This is, I think, kind of a perfect position for Marcos Alonso free kick, but of course he's not on. Also, Jordi Alba, good taker from there. It's going to be Rafinha, another left-footed. Let's see how it goes.
Is he going to cross? Is he going to shoot? Here goes Rafinha with the shot low, trying to go underneath the wall. The ball bounced around. I thought there was a handball.
Handball,
I thought there was a handball there. No one claiming for it. Rafinha with the shot. Oh! Punched away by Soria. Another effort by Rafinha
the
there.
The most clear of the second half, this far.
I'd say so, yeah, because the other one was the Kessie volley that didn't count because it was
Are they going to check it?
Hold on.
Yeah, they are checking it, right?
They're going to check it, right, Bruno? I mean, no one.
Another referee, I think, is going to allow to take the corner kick. Nothing there.
I know, it wasn't.
There was no offside.
Our angle, it looked like it, though.
It did. Careful there. A foul called on. Offside.
Oh.
Right, 15 minutes remaining. Shall we do who's going to score Barca's first goal? We do it at the beginning of the game usually, but we're in this position now. Lewandowski, Ansu or Ferran? I'm going to go Ansu.
I'm going to change. I go for Rafinha. He got to the third round, goes in.
Rafinha, I voted Rafinha first. I'm switching to Ansu. Spence, you're the one getting things right today.
Yeah.
You also said you feel like this is a 0-0.
I kind of do. I gotta think. Give me.
Changes for
Well, we'll go
Getafe.
for Bruno.
Maximovic and Munir coming off. Lugovia and Carlos Alaña from a Barça player coming on.
And Bruno, if you have to predict the first scorer now with 15 minutes remaining?
Same, I still on Lewandowski.
The guy who scores these goals this season is Rafinha.
Okay.
I realize he's not an option.
We don't know. We didn't include Rafinha as an option because we usually put on the attacking players, but we usually have 3 on the pitch.
Yeah.
Now we have 4.
Yeah.
And our graphics doesn't allow for 4 options.
I would take any goal, like even Ter Stegen in the last minute of the game.
Take
like
an Araujo goal with his left shoulder.
I like Brendan Ghost, IDK. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's one of those games.
Long ball looking for Ansu Fati, who brings it down on his chest. Here's Ansu on the left. Controlled a difficult ball there. Gavi to Busquets. Busquets inside.
Shoot!
Here, shoot! On the edge of the box. That was Gavi. The initial one was Ferran, sorry. Initial touch. Gavi from the edge of the box doing what we've been asking for the whole game. Someone to shoot from outside the box.
that's it, because sometimes you create second opportunities that it doesn't even have to enter
Sometimes
in goal.
the ball can get deflected, catch
don't
the goalkeeper wrong-footed. I mean,
Exactly.
when games are this tight,
And we said it before, when games are like this, like sometimes the goal comes from the most random situation.
Yep. Lewandowski's going to fight for it. Tough afternoon for him with Gené, Duarte and Alderete. All headed back to Ter Stegen.
Like that Gavi shot generated 0.03 expected goals. That's a super low number. He takes that shot 100 times, it goes in 3 times. But you take enough of those in a game like this, you're bound to strike gold with one of them.
And it was like an uncharacteristic bad shot.
Yeah, he scuffed it a little bit.
Yeah, also because it felt he didn't believe in the first moment that he had to take that shot, and when he saw there was no one,
Well, he's not
he
used to
took
it,
it.
is he?
Yeah.
78th minute, Barça have possession. Eric Garcia over to Valde. Now Ansu. He was good in the first half the other day. Here's Koundé. Koundé with Rafinha. Barça with the slow cook here.
Yeah, it's the kind of man you would call for Luke de Jong.
Yes.
Like, please warm up.
We get him back on loan for today. I mean, Getafe are completely out of ideas as well.
I mean, for them, 1 point against Barça is a perfect result.
Here's Lewandowski down the middle. Lewandowski has lots of bodies in front of him. Tried to feed out wide to Rafinha. The clearance, the shot now by Valde. Went high over the crossbar. Bruno, there's a player down.
Yes, player down for Getafe. Now seems to be recovered. There's not going to be an interruption there. Still Alonso, Torre warming up for Barça. Also some players for Getafe. David Soria is going to take this goal kick. We are now just 10 minutes away from the 45th minute, and the feelings are not the best ones here at the Coliseo.
For neither team, really.
If this was
it does just feel like a 0-0 game. Although Barça are getting close to the box, I feel like we will have a chance to create opportunities. The other day you felt that against Girona were contesting the ball possession. Getafe aren't doing that. They're just like sitting
And
back
maybe
and
it
trying to
would be
close down
easier
every space.
if they try to do it and you get more spaces to run and pick them, because there's many legs there of Getafe defending.
But what I'm getting at is that Girona were winning most of those battles the other day. Today Barça have the ball. Today Barça have the opportunity to try and create late.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 70% of the possession for Barca. Like, it's crazy.
Here's Eric.
It still doesn't tell the whole story, I don't think. The 66 that's on our screen.
Ooh, good link-up play from Barça, although Gavi couldn't progress any further, and Getafe win it back. It's won back here by Ansu Fati. Good effort from Ansu. Busquets. Getafe all set in their defensive mode. Koundé is going to cross it into the middle. Headed out to the left where Balde picks it up. Now Ansu. Here's Wusi. Busquets hangs on to the ball and is fouled.
And he stepped on his hand.
All right, so free kick, set something up, get it going. 10 minutes left, at least of the 90.
I was looking there that Ansu is trying to do a lot of movements, like giving the ball and running and stuff, but no one is reading those movements.
If this is the second to last game of the season like it is last year, we're all saying, all right, well, there's nothing to play for.
Yeah, but
But it's
there's
different.
something to win, yeah.
This year it's different, and I feel like in these moments at the end of games, Barca have snatched that one goal that they need to get all 3 points.
This game is pivotal. Here is Rafinha with the cross. Too high. Koundé can't cross it back in. Poor effort there from Koundé, unfortunately. Right, Bruno, any indication that there might be another substitution coming?
Not really, not really. The team that now introduces changes is Getafe again, with Damian Suarez, Enes Unal coming off. Gaston is going to enter there in defense for Damian Suarez, and Villar, the striker, former Roma player, coming on there.
Reminder that we'll be coming back to you on Barca TV Plus after the game with highlights and reactions. Not that there's much to highlight at the moment, but we'll be showing them to you anyway, and all of the reactions, players and Xavi Hernandez, see what they have to say. Hopefully, after a win, we can get a goal in these final 7 minutes and a half plus added time. Are you nervous, guys? Are you fans nervous?
I'm concerned more than nervous. Like, I really want the team to win this match, because also from what you come to, don't give any hope to Real Madrid, because yesterday was listening Ceballos saying, no, we are going to still fight, and I don't know, like also for the mentality of the team to bring back good vibes back.
I'm worried because, I mean, I don't want two consecutive 0-0 draws. And this is the exact game that I was predicting, by the way. I mean, I'm not at all surprised that this has been this slugfest. But still, I want one ball to go in and that we could get the 3 points, and that we don't have to listen that Barca is all of a sudden dropping point, listen to that kind of discourse.
Well, and we were talking about Barca needing to be clinical with their chances, and that they didn't take their chances against Girona. And today they had the one double chance. You got to take it.
Yeah. There's Araujo recovering and driving forward. Araujo hangs on to the ball. Araujo hasn't got options, so he squeezes in between two defenders. Wants a foul, battles and recovers with Gené. Araujo down on the ground, fighting for the ball still.
Nothing?
Nothing called. Now another battle involving Balde. Barca hang on to the ball. Araujo is down. Had his hand on his head. The ball crossed inside the box, cleared away by Soria, who couldn't really come out and grab it with his hand, so he just had to volley it away. Very unusual to see a keeper do that. Now there are two players down. Now there's Araujo for Barca, Alderete for Getafe. Bruno.
Yes, Araujo seems to be okay now, recovering from there. Alderete still is down. Well, actually, two players still down now. The doctors from Getafe seems that are gonna come on or not. Well, some moments of interruption, but no, it seems that both players are okay and they're gonna continue playing.
This is a tough watch, honestly. Because of the interruptions as well.
Oh, there's a knee.
Yeah, we saw a knee from Gené on Araujo. But the problem is that Araujo's like on the ground and shouldn't really be there. I saw someone running towards Barca's bench, Bruno.
Yes, Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre is going to come on. He's going to be the final substitution for Barca. So he's going to have this last 5 minutes plus other time to try and change things in the field. Marcos is not going to have minutes today. And one good start that we haven't mentioned yet, of course we're not in a really positive moment, but Ansu Fati is celebrating today his 100th appearance for FC Barcelona.
Wow.
So let's see if he can celebrate it with, why not, a winning goal in the last minute.
That would be ideal. Ideal.
I'll take it from anyone.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, Pablo Torre is going to come on. I wonder who he's coming on for. Is just going to take off Gavi, concerned about that yellow card, or is he going to take off Rafinha, or maybe even a defender now that Getafe is so deep at the back?
I have no clue.
No clue where this might be going. But Barca do have the ball in possession on the midfield line. Garcia, Busquets, and now Ansu has Balde to his left. There is Balde. Balde could try and go deep and cross. Balde tries the low cross. It bounces off of a defender. Getafe have this covered, and Gené clears out short. Aleñá runs with it, and now this becomes a 3-on-2 with Barca players chasing back. Garcia chasing as well. Araujo tries to clear. Mayoral, the shot by Mayoral goes wide.
Oh, wow.
That could have been the winner.
That should have
That could have been the end of the game.
That should have been the game.
That should have been the game for Getafe. Oof.
Rafinha coming off for Pablo Torre, coming on, and the faces here at the Coliseum from the home fans is kind of what a chance we just enjoyed right now, not just for this game, kind of the objective to stay one more year in the top flight. Oof. These were 3 possible incredible points for Getafe. What a chance, and Barca here really lucky because it was almost a goal.
Mayoral also missed a clear opportunity at the Spotify Camp Nou.
A former Real Madrid player.
He's a former Real Madrid player, and he missed a good chance at the Spotify Camp Nou in a one-on-one with Ter Stegen. So he hasn't done all that well against Barca. Right, Pablo Torre is on the pitch. Round of applause for encouragement, please, for Pablo Torre. Fill the light up with applauses for Pablo Torre. Let's see if he can make an impact in this game.
And also for Rafinha, because I felt it was one of the best players of Barca today, like at least the one creating the most.
Come on, man. 87th minute, Portu's going to cross it in, set piece opportunity for Getafe. In comes the cross there by Porto, headed up in the air by Duarte. Barca going to have to clear, and there was an offside inside of the box. So Barca are going to reset.
Oh, easy, man.
Rafinha frustrated after the substitution.
He just slapped the top of the bench area. Like, you could hurt yourself doing that. Seriously.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
We've
it's
seen
the
it in the NBA.
frustration,
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you go like that to a hard, no matter how angry you are, you're not going to defeat a metal structure.
Right.
It's not the first time Rafinha gets angry after a substitution, but Xavi always says it's normal. I was also upset when I was replaced when I was a player, and I like this character from the players. No, this is what he always mentions, and Rafinha also shows his commitment to the club always with all these kind of reactions, because he really feels the colors. He is really committed, makes always a big effort in attacking defense for the games, and in this case, well, the frustration from Rafinha. Careful now with Getafe that are going to enjoy a throw-in from a dangerous position.
Yes, Carlos Aleñá trying to turn on Eric Garcia. It's unfortunate right now that in the final minutes, Getafe are the ones attacking in Barca's
I mean,
half.
it's the perfect scenario for them. It's what they were looking for in this game.
Yeah. 0-0, one final opportunity, the one they had with Mayoral. Let's make sure that they don't have another one. Let's see if Barca can create something on the break now with Getafe attacking. Here we go, Barca recover the ball.
Let's go,
and,
come on.
Ansu is the one on the run. Ansu, they catch up with him, but he keeps going. He's got Lewandowski in the middle. Ansu tries to go wide and can't get past Gené. He did have Lewandowski in the middle. Tried to go solo. Now, a foul on Gavi. Bruno, how much added time?
3 minutes, just 3 minutes of added time. That's all time remaining, yep.
I mean, there were lots of substitutions, and there was the interruption with Araujo and Alderete there as well. maybe 5 would have been more fair. Anyway, 3, and Pablo Torres going to cross it in. Set piece opportunity for Barça.
Great service from him.
Come on. In comes the cross by Pablo Torre, high, punched away by Soria, and there was offside.
That can't happen now.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. I mean, Getafe are just going to milk this out now. Soria's going to take his time. Are you nervous? Well, now
I feel like Rafinha right now. I'm frustrated.
I'm more frustrated than nervous because I can't really see a scenario yet. But we have to believe. We have to believe.
Yeah, might as well with 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
There will be at least one more. We'll have that.
Now, Barca on the right. Here's Ferran. Ferran's going to drive into the middle. Back to Busquets, and here is Eddie Garcia. Araujo's already gone up front. Araujo's another striker. Long ball for Balde. Let's see if a good cross comes from this. Balde, the high cross. Lewandowski's going to fight for it. Can Lewandowski bring it down? It's a corner kick.
Come on.
Needs to be this one, Bruno. Needs to be this one, Bruno.
Needs to be this one, and at least Pablo Torre, Xavi always says, is one of the best players taking set pieces in the squad, so this is something really positive for the squad. He took the other free kick, now this corner kick.
Lots of pulling and tugging going on inside the box. The cross by Pablo Torre headed away with ease. He's going to pick it up on that right-hand side and send it all the way back to ter Stegen. Now let's see.
Oh, nice.
ter Stegen, long ball, out wide. Picked up by Koundé. Gavi's going to fight for it, but Gavi's pushed down.
Okay.
Gavi's pushed down. Right, another.
This more
chance
dangerous
here.
Last
than a
opportunity.
corner.
Last opportunity. Well, I don't know what argument
Last
is
opportunity,
arguing
yeah,
about,
for Barca.
Last chance for Barca. Good cross, a header. Araujo puts it in. 3 points and capa casa. Nice. Come on.
Just make it happen.
Yeah, please.
make it
I don't
happen.
want even to watch. Like it's.
Last chance for Barca. Pablo Torres going to swing it in. Araujo's inside the box. So is Gavi. Eric Garcia. Koundé's in there as well. Everyone's in there. The cross by Pablo Torre, really high, too high. No one was able to head that. And the ball goes out. And the game feels like it's going to end here. There it is, final whistle. Second consecutive 0-0 draw for Barca after the draw against Girona. 1 point, which means we are now 11 points clear of Real Madrid at the top of the table. We're still in a better situation than we were going into El Clásico,
Yeah.
which I mean is
But the feeling is that one, the feeling of Rafinha, like frustration because you could have been into a better situation because you got chances here, you got chances versus Girona, and it didn't happen. It was the exactly game that we knew Getafe was going to play. There was not much football, but the team didn't find the solutions.
You can rate the game from 1 to 10 on our live chat, and we get it. You will be displeased today. I'm just going to give it a 5. 5 out of 10. It wasn't a defeat, but it was nothing better than that.
For me, it's a 2 out of 10.
I
I dislike going to this stadium to play,
Oh.
and I hope that when Bruno does the pregame quiz in 10 years, that he references this game and we can all look back on it and say, oh yeah, we remember and forget.
It's like at the beginning of the season, you mark the games on the calendar that you like really look forward to. When are the Clásicos, when are the derbies against Espanyol, the games against Atletico. You don't even look for this one because you're not looking forward to it.
No, not at all.
No, there are like 2-3 teams in La Liga that they are like that, but I think this is the biggest. Like it's a stadium. Normally it's empty, and the way they play and everything. They played at cars. They needed at least 1 point to start looking to stay again in La Liga next year, and they managed to do it.
Right, well, we're going to head over to Barca TV Plus for highlights and reactions. If you want to stick with us, switch over to Barca TV Plus now.